watching our content.
I mean, I gotta.
Now I'm desperately like, I dead silence this, right?
As Twitch once
Hi, everybody.
As Twitch once told go ahead. Twitch once told me
Wait.
if you watch yourself, you've got at least 2 eyes on you.
Heyo.
Hey,
I mean,
wait,
it's
what
true in the
about
literal
if you
sense
only
too.
have one
Can we
eye?
start over?
Yeah, let's and
Okay,
fading
okay.
up. And 3, 2, 1. Hi, everybody. Welcome to GeekSpaceTV. It's so good to see all of you here. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Worlds Beyond, our recursion hopping dimension traveling RPG show using Cypher System from Monty Cook Games. I am delighted to bring you another episode, and it's so good for all of you to join us. We are a super professional, incredibly organized, well put together group of people.
Where are my dice?
And
We are so comfortable in front of the cameras. We
Sometimes forget that they're there.
That's not true. We just don't care.
We don't get it.
Anyway, we tried. I tried.
It was beautiful.
It was a wonderful moment. Thank you for joining us. We're GeekSpaceTV. If you're new here, we are a nonprofit broadcasting studio based out of Seattle, and we're very excited to be able to bring you this show. If you would like to support us in what we do here, there are lots of ways you can do that. You're already doing one of them, which is hanging out here, watching the stream. You can also share it on various forms of social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest?
live journal.
Live journal. Yeah, live journal.
What is it, 2006?
Ashley
Yeah,
Madison.
MySpace.
Write fan fiction and post it on AO3.
You can post us on Reddit as well. Reddit?
Reddit's a scary place.
Reddit is a scary place.
But those are all wonderful ways you can support what we're
Enjoy it
doing
with
here.
your
Spreading the word through word of mouth and friends and family. You can also support us financially. That enables us to pay people, pay our rent, our utility bills and other fun things like that. Super exciting stuff. I will read out your donation messages that come through at the break and then again at the end of the show, and we really do appreciate it. It helps us keep doing what we are doing here. As terms of reminders and announcements, main thing, we have another episode of Night Witches coming up on Saturday at the normal time, 3 p.m. Pacific, on this channel, and some of them will be in this location, but others of them will be in other locations. It is a wonderful RPG using the Night Witches system, and it is all about the Russian airwomen who bombed Nazis. So, cool stuff like that. With that, I think we're ready to introduce who these wonderful people are at this table. So I'll go ahead and have everybody tell me and tell you who they are playing, and their pronouns and their characters' pronouns. I think that's everything. Let's start in this direction.
Hi.
Most recently returned.
Yes, I'm Janine. I am Admiral Asma, she, her, and I play Jade Atwood, Captain Jade Atwood, who recently returned from the void of space and the void of the void.
Yep.
So,
The super void.
The strange void
strange void.
of the strange.
Yes.
Magic.
It's well named.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good to have her back.
Yeah.
Welcome
She's
back.
mostly
It's good to be
armless.
Mostly armless.
And kidneyless.
I mean,
Yeah, we
not
can talk about
mostly.
that.
She's like 50% armless. So.
50%.
We were just having this
50.
conversation. People at the table were like, dual wielding, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't want to talk about it.
I was like, oh wait, she can't wield heavy weapons. They have to be two-handed.
I have some fighting ability that is greater than your fighting ability.
Oh, I would not say that. That is
I also
them's fighting words.
No,
you
I
have a
know.
death wish?
I'm in
I
the
didn't know
middle.
this.
Let me switch chairs before you say things like that.
Speaking of,
Oh,
hey,
hey,
I'm stuck in the middle of this
Hi.
murder sandwich.
I'm in the middle of the murder sandwich. Oh, please stop. Anyways, my name is Bonsai Baby. I'm a she. I play a he named Delphine, who is a skeptical paradox who solves mysteries on Earth. And don't ask any more questions because I don't have any. All right, sorry.
I love their symbol. Is that Triforce?
It's the eye in the
it's the
triangle.
eye. Triangle.
The Illuminati.
Oh, yeah.
Illuminati.
Oh.
Them.
Okay, got it now.
Hi.
I was with you.
I am Jackie Dash, Jake, A-K-I-D-A-S-H. And I play, my own pronouns are she, her. And I play in the pines. When the sky was night, I took a breath. Who is otherwise known as Pine Knight. And he is a graceful vector who is looking for trouble continuously.
Yes.
All trouble, all the time.
All the time. It's not just me, it's Pine too.
Hey, it's your boy Nathan Kiss, aka What Is Kiss, aka DJ Anxiety, aka the Walrus Philanthropist, Genius Tech Billionaire Elon Tusk, aka according to Starbucks Calvin, aka Oswald Dukes, Lucky Spinner, who is here to make friends. My pronouns as well as my character's pronouns are he, him. And I think you're doing a good job today. Keep it up. I'm noticing your improvements.
Also, I think DJ Anxiety may or may not
Yeah.
have created a soundtrack to my life.
DJ Anxiety, dropping the hit jams like What You Forget and Your Moms Don't Like You.
No, it's too real.
Check out our new mixtape, Catholic Guilt. Even though we're not Catholic.
It's too real.
The B side is Jewish Girl.
There's just
Featuring Drake.
Hi, I'm Shelby. I'd say I'm guiltless, but we all know that's a lie. My pronouns are she, her, and also my character's pronouns are she, her, and she is a non-Nisi. And she really likes to learn as much as she possibly can about the people around her and the world that is around her. And when she decides to care very deeply for you, that may or may not be a good thing.
And I'm Random Tuesday. You can find me on the internet at Random Tuesday Night. I'm your GM for this evening, and my pronouns are she, her. So with that, let's do our quick TLDR. Last time, things that have happened previously on The Strange. The last time. It's not. I'm working on it. We're workshopping it. So this group of individuals, they are all what we refer to as recursors. They're people who can travel between these small little pocket dimensions, and they've had a lot of adventures. They've had a grand old time. They've encountered some groups of people called the September Project, or a group of people called the September Project, who are may or may not be attempting to destroy the world. Earth specifically, by taking it over on behalf of a individual called the Betrayer. It's a great name. So they've had a few run-ins with them. They've taken a little trip into apocalyptic wastelands, followed rapidly by a trip into the underworld of Hades. They've been to a library full of great knowledge. They've discovered things like Oz's fiancé is actually the Wicked Witch of the West. Who knew? They rescued Jade from being trapped in that space in between these dimensions, the strange. And that's really what happened on the last sort of section. They traveled to a dangerous location called the Sinking Dark. They pulled Jade out from being devoured slowly and completely by monsters called Inklings, sort of shadow creatures that absorb life and create more shadow with it because the shadows are hungry. They pulled her out. They themselves did not get trapped. They journeyed back from the strange. And I think after an interesting emotional confrontation/conversation aboard the Chaos Skiff, I imagine the rest of the journey. It was about a day from this location in the strange called the Sinking Dark back to Arden, to that small bubble where they can directly enter the strange into another dimension. It took about a day. I kind of imagine most of this journey was quiet, perhaps a little tense, maybe mostly solitary for each sort of individual. If there was anything in particular you wanted to do, feel free to chime in, but otherwise we'll kind of cut to getting all the way back, presumably, to the offices back on Earth.
Did we have to take Edwani's ship? Did we happen to take Edwani's ship?
I think Riley assumed that you would want to take Edwani's ship and attempted to orchestrate it. such that your return passage from the Strange was provided by Captain Adwani of the Storm's Lament.
I'm sure that it was a very smooth and eventful voyage.
Those two things seem counterintuitive.
Well, it really depends on what
It was
events we're
eventful
talking
for
about.
Anon and smooth for everyone else?
Correct.
Presumably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that unless there was anything particular you did, we sort of assume the journey happened. You took Adwani's ship back across Aradin, back to the city of Hazarium, and then you from there just took the portal back to the estate offices. You could actually arguably just translate directly out of that location, but this puts you directly back into the offices, and I'm not 100% sure where you last ended up on Earth.
They
so.
have rooms now.
No. But so when you translate,
were
you
in a
translate
field.
back to the location that you ended up in.
We were in a field.
The last place where you left from.
No,
because
because we went back
Arden
to-
has a gate.
Yeah, we went through the gate.
Yeah, because you went directly to the jungle, then you translated back, and so you ended up back in the field.
Wait.
I think when you came back from the jungle, and then
Yeah, we went to the field and then we went straight
And
to
then
your
we-
sister. So we would be back in the field.
but I think you did eventually get back to Earth, and you went through the gate. It's questionable where exactly you would end up, so for safety's sake, they were just like, why don't we just go through the gate?
Can we?
Makes sense.
Or you might end up in a random field in the middle of Omaha, Nebraska.
Only once.
You never know. There are worse places.
Yeah.
There are worse places.
Sure are.
Like Lincoln, Nebraska.
Yeah, that would be worse.
Any option.
Watch yourself.
So you make your way back to Earth, and you'll have some time. Obviously, the estate will be wanting to debrief, talk to, assess the health and stability of Jade.
Psych test.
A lot of psych testing, just a lot of testing. I think the rest of you would all be sort of let to your own devices. They don't have anything particular for you to do. They will, I think Riley, like when you're all separating or going about your ways, he probably looks at each of you and is like, if you're going anywhere, please just tell me. You could just text me rather than leaving this record, because I don't, like the last time you just disappeared. So maybe don't do that again. Would be
No,
great.
there was a message.
There was one, and didn't the message say something like, we're leaving, it's fine, or
Yes.
something like
Yeah,
that?
I said,
There was
don't
like-
worry.
Face.
So, yeah, we literally just,
Bye!
it was
was all
2 words.
emojis.
It just said,
Don't
worry.
worry. Yes, and that was me.
Dancey lady, sushi,
Did-
tornado.
Did anyone, a parental figure ever, did you ever tell that to a parental figure?
I didn't look at it, no.
Yeah, so generally when you tell people not to worry, they worry.
So,
But I told
I will
you
text
this
you
time. I don't know why everybody's
if
on
I
the case
happen to
whole
leave the record.
That would be
Sick.
great.
Right?
Just keep me informed.
Of course. If you have a moment, I would love to chat with you, just briefly.
Oh, yeah, sure. I need to go put some stuff away. So
Sure, I'll swing by later.
he sort of sets up a time for you to come meet with him. Okay. So you will all be kind of let to your own devices, except you. You will be taken. Jade is taken directly to like the medical part. There's maybe an argument. Riley's like, no, you have to do. You.
Fine.
And you know where to go. I'm not gonna like walk you there.
Will you bring me chicken? All they had on the ship was like oats and things. I haven't had any real food in a really long time. The like thing that had me, I did not eat.
Okay, I'll bring you some chicken. Can we meet like an hour later?
Like the French kind, like
I'll
the
get-
place
I'll
that
get
roasts the
the
chicken
good
over
one, yeah.
on the first. Okay.
Sure. Actually, that would be good timing.
Okay. With that, Riley leaves to go eat chicken.
Oh, does he have his leg?
He never lost his leg. It was it's still injured. Yes.
No, but didn't we kill his inkling? So his leg is not okay.
It's not. He never lost it in the same way that Jade lost her arm. So he still has 2 legs. His is.
Yeah.
It is still not completely functional.
Oh, okay.
There's a loss of mobility, and which you notice, like Jade still doesn't have her arm. She's.
I feel like she's like walking through the halls and like, everybody's looking at my arm. my Lachman arm.
Yeah.
Mm.
What's that? But one of the things you remember that there were sort of multiple things the doctor talked about. Like there was the physical side effects, but there was also the issues related to translation.
Yeah.
Of still having that connection to the strange. You're welcome to see if you want to try and figure any of that out, or like go talk to the doctor about any of it, or Riley, if Dale's curious, or he's just sort of.
No, there's lots of things on my agenda right today. I got.
The scroll just unravels.
Yes.
Still a scroll. So is there anything in particular anyone wants to do? If not, we've got a conversation with Anon and probably the doctor. Dale and Oz.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, no, yeah. Oh, wait.
And
You
great.
go first.
Everyone has things.
We have all things. So, the jungle recursion had me a little bit concerned.
Yeah, you're back to skin.
Yes.
No, you don't have scales and you're not made of stone anymore. Now that you're
Okay.
back on Earth.
I'm going to. They have people to check that I'm from Earth. So
Yeah, there are people who could confirm whether or not you're from this recursion.
I will go to them, but I'm just not going to tell the others. I just. They don't
I'm
need
gonna
to
check
know.
something. I think this ability, the one that I'm thinking of. Yeah, you don't. Okay, you just
So
sort of
long,
like
everyone.
suddenly Dale is gone.
Did you know they just leave it right here? These flowers for free.
Delicious.
Yep. Yeah, this is I mean straight up it's a 3rd tier ability, so yeah, it's not super intense. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean arguably you could have it for yourself, but you're not tier 3 yet.
1 XP away. I told you I will do a chicken dance for the 1 XP. That's
Yeah, just do it for like the next 3 hours here at the table.
all right.
This is
Yes.
how we get our XP.
That's.
Okay, so I think your first inclination would probably be the researchers or doctors or somewhere like I don't know who Dale would be most comfortable going to.
Somewhere where none of these people are going to be.
Okay, so maybe you find like the secret like cipher labs that you've totally found somewhere in the estate that you're definitely not supposed to know about.
I have permission because I
Oh,
bet
yeah.
Oz's wife was probably hanging out there today.
Oh, you
Or
yeah.
gr-
You
John's-
go to
yeah.
Laura's lab.
Laura's lab.
You go to Laura's
Oh,
lab.
that's going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Oh, there you go.
First thing,
Yeah.
I'll be like, hey, Laura. Buddy.
Okay, so let's go straight to it.
Alright.
So you like are awkwardly scuttling through the hallways, and we see the lab setup. It's definitely got the sense of someone sort of still moving in. Like Laura hasn't had a lot of time there. She's sort of new. There's a lot of paperwork that she has to deal with, and so we see this woman. She's wearing a lab coat. Her red hair is kind of pulled up, and she's just sort of like fiddling with a lot of things and like frustratedly yelling at a computer because she's used to magic and this is a computer and computers are the worst, and she's like, just stop, no, stop, what I don't
Do you need help?
maybe.
Well, I'll use my. I actually have computer science.
Hi, Dale.
That's the thing I actually do. It's very. I got it.
Yeah, how are you welcome.
Yeah.
I'm still moving in.
No worries.
I'm still working on this.
I got you a present. I'll take the bottle.
I think her eyes just sort of like light up a little bit, and they're very, very brilliant green, and she just kind of goes over to this and like,
It's a present, but I need you to check something for me.
that's from the strange.
Yes.
You-
So don't let it out.
You all made it back.
Hmm?
You all made it back.
Yes.
With Jade.
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait to meet her.
But that's not important. The important.
Sure.
Okay.
She's just like very clearly like looking at this thing like, uh-huh.
So I need you
Oh, yes, sorry. Mm-hmm.
to test. I don't need the other people to know. So this is going to be just between you and me.
Yes.
This is why I got this.
Uh-huh. He's just like
So I need you to check that I'm actually from Earth.
oh, you want to know if you're from this recursion? Or a different one?
Yes. Because we went to another place then.
And she just starts staring at you. Then I think she points No, you're not from here. Oh, you didn't know.
I need to go. I need to go.
Oh,
I
I
need to
should.
go. I need to
Oh,
go.
oh,
I need to
no.
go.
Oh.
Keep it. Yeah. I just walk. I walk away. I walk.
Does
out.
I think you're gone before, and she sort of like
I
yells
left the
something
bottle.
down the hallway.
I left the bottle down.
I think Oz would probably be walking at
Yeah.
this
Okay,
point.
Dale's walking down the hallway.
Is everything okay?
Dale told her not to tell anyone.
Everything's fine.
Okay. Hey, I'm back.
Yes.
Yes, I
And-
made it back.
And she just, I think she'll very, like, everything changes in the moment she embraces you and then pulls away and then looks down at the bottle of whatever it was that Dale picked up. He was dropping this off.
Oh.
It's from the Strange.
Oh.
From where you went.
I've had enough of that.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure. It was a harrowing experience. We made it back. We have
so glad.
Jade. It's great.
What?
Where's Frankie and Ella?
They're not in the lab.
I'm
They have
not
daycare.
assuming that they're okay. Cool. I wasn't sure about the child care. I wasn't saying that you should. No, I wasn't saying
I
that.
don't put them in a lab.
I mean.
I had a nanny for them.
Okay. I was just like, it's cool if they show like early interest in the sciences and engineering. That would be great.
You know that
would-
I was a single mother for at least 6 months, if not
I'm
arguably 2.5
Sorry,
years.
I was.
Disappearing at night.
Yes, I am still sorry for that. I'm sorry.
It's not your
I'm
fault.
back.
It's not. It was my fault. You don't need to apologize. I just.
You don't either.
You just assumed that I would let.
Do you want to get married or something?
Yes. Well, I don't really understand what that means because it's an Earth thing.
Yeah.
But it sounds like a thing I'm supposed to say yes to.
It's a thing that people do. You don't have to. We can figure out another way to do this. If you want to do this, we don't have to do
What
this
is
now. It is a joining of.
I've just seen a lot of angry people on television in shows about it.
That's it sometimes. Most of the time.
They yell at dresses a lot.
Oh, that's it for a good part. But we don't need to do all that part. We can just like do a thing, and that's
So
a thing.
why do people do it then?
I think that's what people want. Also, if some other people in my life hit me up, they might ask some questions. I got a lot of explaining to do. But I think it would be a cool thing and just like make a more. It's a symbol. It's a symbol of something that we already have. But it just lets
Oh.
other people know.
Humans are weird.
We are. But I say that also saying that I probably need to head back.
And I think at that point she sort of stops you and like, takes Oz's hands. I love you, Oz. Whatever way we need to do that here, I'm okay with that. I just don't understand it, but I'm okay with it.
That is really sweet. You are so great. Wow. With that being said, I also need to head back out. Jade's back, and I thought after we get Jade back, I would kind of be done with it, and we can figure out the next steps. But
I mean, I have a lab here now.
oh, so you're cool.
I have a lab.
Oh, that's great.
She just sort of like gestures around and everything.
Okay, that's cool. I
They
wasn't.
have so much here. And there are no munchkins. And no one's mad at me or calling me wicked.
So you like it here? That's
It's
awesome.
strange, but I do, yes.
It's strange. Like, you're funny. You're funny. I think I find you funny. I mean, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But that's awesome. Great. Cool. Marriage.
Do I need to do anything? Should I go yell at someone about a dress?
No, you don't have to if you don't want to.
Cake? I heard about cake. I do like cake.
But all the cake you want, all the cake, any cake you want, we'll get it. It will be great, awesome, and then you get to meet my So that's gonna be a huge. It's gonna be. Wow, this is.
I think I have parents. Are you? And then she said, like, how am I gonna get all of these? They're guests at a wedding, right?
We could have guests. We can do
Okay, I
something
need to go
small.
write a list. All right, so there's the Lord of, and she just.
Oh, okay. You're doing your thing. That's awesome. I love you and support you. I'm gonna go back and check on my friend.
I love you.
I love you too.
Don't die.
All right.
She waves. as we leave.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, where do witches come from? I don't think she has parents. I think she just popped into existing.
Is it
Well, like wizards.
Well,
Yeah.
Looking at the wider lore, I think they have parents.
Yeah, but in the context of like the recursion would have just appeared one day and she was in it. So
the in the book Wicked,
yeah, it's true.
I think she gets dropped off as a baby at somebody's door during a storm. when
No,
she's
no, she
wandering
had
somewhere.
parents.
She had parents.
Her mama had an affair and her
That's
dad was
right.
the mayor of Munchkinland.
Ooh.
That's right.
She was on drugs. That's why
Yeah,
she's
that's why Alpha was green.
Drugs.
So, okay.
I went
So
through it for
Dale is having a moment. Oz is
Having a moment.
having a moment. Who wants to have their next moment?
I know I have one. Do you have one?
Well, I have to go to the doctor.
You gotta go to the doctor.
Everybody gets a moment.
I think Jade's dragging
you
her
have-
heel.
Do you want me to go first?
By all means.
Okay. So at some point, it's probably after it's like a day passes, and your phone makes a message sound, and it says, "Join me at Lincoln Perk at sunrise, Pine Night."
I think Anon will like put it down and roll to the other side of the bed and have some fun, and then she'll come back to it and she'll respond with a simple like, "All right."
Probably, and you probably flash to where Pine is, and Pine is in the IT section of the estate, being like, "And this."
Oh, like he's having someone text
Read
this
it
for him.
Okay, so the person, they're like, and they do something, and then your phone just starts reading your text messages out loud.
That is good. I know you told me when I press the button, the woman trapped in the phone will write down what I say.
Yes.
And now,
she will read it to you as well.
excellent. How?
Oh, you're illiterate.
Press this button. Maybe we should just get her would it be better to get him a smartphone?
Just like this one?
Okay. We're gonna set you up with a new phone that just has Siri on it.
And this wizard, Siri.
Will talk to you. We're gonna
Excellent.
teach you how to read. Pine will get lessons on how to read.
That will eventually happen.
Yep.
Eventually.
It's
Did
process.
Dale just do everything for you then?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was clear that all paperwork somehow appeared on Dale's desk.
And Dale did all the paperwork.
Oh god. Oh, more information then. That's how that friendship works. I was like, oh yes, thank you.
I
Pine
brought
was
you
told
a gift. It is work.
this square, this rectangle plastic, when you insert after it beeps, you scribble and you get the things. No more bartering.
Yep. This is your barter stick.
The barter stick.
Is what he calls it.
Does he say that every time he puts it in?
The barter stick. The barter card, probably because it is like
The barter card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is the master of all cards.
So Anon, probably maybe the next day then. Before the meeting with Pine.
I think before
think
the
we
meeting
do
with
it
Fine, because she would have prioritized this happening
Okay.
right after her rendezvous.
Okay.
Because you needed an hour.
Let's do that after we take Jade to the doctor.
Okay.
So Jade, shortly after returning to Earth, you arrive back at the medical offices of the estate. You are quite familiar with them now. And Dr. Valero, she'll sit you down. Be like, Jade, I think actually when you come in, she's like, you're back.
Yeah. Huh.
And cancel all my appointments. Blah 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 blah.
Oh, I
Pulls
can
you.
come
No,
back.
you're in the room
No,
now.
I don't want
Sit
people
down.
to wait for. Okay.
And just immediately starts doing all of the tests and I think gets to like we're gonna do your blood pressure and your pulse and checking your lungs. Speaking of lungs, and like definitely is like this doesn't sound good, and the arm definitely still missing completely.
I mean,
Right.
it hasn't come
All
back.
right. You're gonna get some scans then. Let's order and just like starts clattering a CT, MRI. Let's just do full body MRI. You like lying in small tubes for extended periods of time.
Funny, I don't actually, but I will. So I know.
I mean, we can just we'll just do a CT
I,
test.
I know
Fine.
you've
That's
got
fine.
a
We can-
short list of people who have come back from the strange, so I get it.
I mean, then we need to do some full blood work, and this is for you, you know. As much as I want this information, I don't know what else is missing. There's a lot of organs on this side of your body.
Well, I can tell you right now, I don't feel well. So,
Right.
I don't know. I whatever that inkling thing did to me, it kept me alive. But I mean, I don't think.
Inklings, from what I know about them, they consume things. They consume matter from our universe, process it. I imagine maybe it was using you like a blood pack. You were a thing it was slowly siphoning resources from.
Yeah.
Eventually it would have taken all of you.
I know you got a lot of tests to run and things, but I'm not sleeping. Is there something you can give me just to kind of get me through the next couple nights?
Yeah, we'll try some lighter things because and just sort of like I think very like pointedly looks at this sort of side of your abdomen like
You can take a look. It's fine.
well, it's more a question of what's not on the inside. I don't. And she starts like asking you about certain symptoms and you know like have you been experiencing this and this? I mean, I know you haven't been back for very long. There's a possibility you could be missing any number of things on the right side: pancreas, spleen, lung, kidney.
What I don't understand is,
I
mean,
I'm happy to prescribe you something, but if anything's missing,
okay.
you're processing.
I get that. I just don't understand. You know, for a while it was like I had an infection, and now, like it, and then it hit to the point where it was like some sort of corrosion, and now it's just gone, and I don't understand like how like chunks of me just disappeared.
I don't think they disappeared. I think something ate them.
Oh.
And the whole infection process was it.
Just slowly eating away.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
There's a reason why it looked a lot like necrotizing fasciitis and other necrotic illnesses people had.
Great. It was like a space flesh-eating monster.
Yeah, that's actually a great way of putting it.
Great.
Oh, that
Yeah.
That's
not
Let's get you through all
horrifying
those
or
tests.
anything.
I'll prescribe you a sleep supplement, and
Okay.
I'll get back to you as soon as I know what's missing.
Okay.
And
I appreciate it.
we'll see if the lab can do anything for the arm. There are things from other recursions. Maybe Ruck has something.
Things?
Artifacts we could grow, build something. It'd have to withstand translation, so...
Grow?
Well, not in this recursion. I'd be interesting to see what happened if we grew an arm in a different recursion and you came back with it here, what it would turn into. But there are options.
Oh. Wow. I hadn't really thought of it like that, honestly.
I mean, you can just live without it. Like, that's a thing a lot of people do.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, sounds like. Yeah, I want to hear what my options are too. Maybe after
It
things.
is possible that if we grew something here, it could, like, turn into an octopus tentacle for some reason, because, like, octopuses are really weird.
Sounds like we have a lot to talk about.
I'll get back to you when I have the tests. You get to go lie in a small tube for a while. Here, and she, like, will hand you probably a relaxant of some kind. Dope you up a little bit. Great.
I hope it's elevator music. She's
Yeah.
like, in the
And your nose itches the whole time.
Oh.
Do you not move?
In an MRI, no.
No.
'Cause if you move at all, it messes
Yeah.
up the imaging. Because they basically do your body in tiny, tiny, tiny slices.
Yeah, and you gotta drink some weird liquid too.
I forgot.
Depends on
that's-
what it is. Yeah.
That's what trauma team showed me.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do CT scans too, which is slightly different. But yeah, for like a brain, just a full head MRI, I think it can take 30 minutes. And you can't move.
full
you fall
body's
asleep?
like an hour.
Yeah, I think so. A little longer. It depends on how high a resolution you want to get.
They'll even
Whether
have
it's
you like
functional or not.
hold your breath.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why a lot of people don't like. You can ask to be put to sleep before you get in there, because you can have.
But
Kind
they
of
And it's very loud.
very loud.
Yeah.
This is the worst.
And not like steady loud,
It's
but like
yeah, because it's a big magnet. Anyway,
Yeah.
MRIs, they're really cool.
do 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 do. The more
So-
you know, and I fear them. Janine fears them.
Therefore, Jade does not like MRIs. Yeah, no, that's very, very reasonable.
Yeah.
So, Anon, you had to meet up with Riley. And he's probably in his office, maybe later on that day, sifting through some paperwork. He probably also went and had himself checked out.
I think
Welcome in.
She hands him like a cup of coffee. It's his cup of coffee.
Oh, thank
like,
you. Sip, sip.
Have you heard anything back? I am gonna swing by and check in with Jade after this, in terms of how she's doing.
I'm not privy to the medical information, but she did go there.
Well, that's a bonus. And are you all right?
Yeah, they gave me the clear. The damage is done, but it looks like whatever was exacerbating it is gone. I didn't experience anything in the last translation, so it's a good sign.
Oh,
Means whatever link I had was severed.
Oh, that's awesome. Potentially, and I think that she'll just like chatter with him for like she'll meander her way to the.
Oh
to
yeah,
the
there's a
topic,
lot of sort of conversing. I think he'll also probably dig a little bit into like some information about your family. Like he knows some of the basics that they've gathered, but I think he's trying to pull on a little bit of those like relationship things with your parents. Like how does that feel? Like kind of digging a little bit in there too.
I think the information that she would give as it relates to her parents would be more along the lines of this sort of like, oh yes, they were lovely, and here is like public known knowledge on Adam Nocturne.
Yeah.
She wouldn't necessarily dive into.
And he won't press. Like he's not trying to like get specific information. I think he's sort of chatting like, oh, have you heard from them lately? And
She's like, oh no, they stopped talking to me after I started translating.
I imagine that didn't go over super well with two high-level politicians.
No.
Adam Nocturne.
Not particularly. Well, especially when their daughter decides not to be a politician, it sort of complicates things.
Yeah, I can only imagine there are some expectations there.
Well, everyone has expectations. Speaking of people who have expectations,
Are you one of them?
well, everybody does. Of
What
course
do
I
you
have expectations.
Want, or what would you like to know?
Pine has certain expectations for who Rowan Wise, as he knows him, the sage, is.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Pines and Quake, the sage that they keep talking about is Rowan Wise.
Yes, do you know him?
Where did you get that name from?
The library.
From what book? I think you got it from a book on the Sage.
I think I did too.
Or it was the Sage, see also Rowan Wise.
Um,
Can't remember which way around.
I think I started with the Sage, and then I dove into Rowan Wise and read. Sorry, I've got these notes.
Yeah, no,
These
that's fine.
notes. Somewhere. Very easy to find. Somewhere that's super easy to
Was
find.
it in the?
Big deal.
Yeah, I think you dug into the book.
I did. I took time to read the whole
Yeah.
book because she wanted to know as much as she could.
I think it was.
But-
I think it was Rowan's book. I think it was the Earth one and not the one because I don't think you ever went to the Zanzoot section.
You're right, we didn't, so it
Yeah.
must have been the Earth one. Okay. But they saw the thing of like the Sage see Rowan Wise, so she went straight to Rowan Wise. I read his book in the library, at least as much of it has been written. The cards specifically stated the Sage see Rowan Wise, etc., etc.
I think Riley just kind of starts laughing, like not like a raucous laughter, but just like.
What I read,
Wise.
that's the reaction I'd have too.
I'm not surprised, honestly.
He does seem the sort that would enjoy a cult following.
He was a former agent.
Why did he quit? The book was a little vague.
Some might say he quit, others might say he was told to leave.
Mm.
Started stealing ciphers, siphoning information. Things the estate's not a huge fan of.
Understandably, and I'm not surprised.
Although, let me check something. And he kind of goes over to his computer and types some things and looks it up. That's what I thought. He had never officially left. He went on a mission and was declared missing because he never came back.
The book says that was when he discovered the first set of, well, people who would listen to what he was trying to panhandle. I am curious.
I suspect he found an out without officially being forced out.
Is there any way to track his current location or anything that has happened, essentially, since we've come back from the library?
Maybe. Let me check in with some people. See if anyone's come across him anywhere.
I would like to make sure that this information is not shared with Pine.
If I find out where Rowan Wise is or has recently been, I will tell you.
Thank you. If you have any indication of where he's headed, I'd appreciate that information as well.
I was heard, I think Riley was at the table for some of the conversation. No, I don't think he was. It was just the two of you.
It wasn't just the
And-
two of us. I think everyone was there except he had just
Riley
left.
left.
Yeah.
Have you told Pine any of this?
I attempted to. He didn't take it very well. It's difficult. The foundations of what you've been raised to understand and know and believe, and then being told later that somebody that you have been told is the sole purpose of why you exist is not who they say they are. It's a lot to shake. I'm honestly surprised that he took it as well as he did. I mean, he didn't go insane,
He didn't try and kill you.
and he didn't try and kill me. But he most certainly still believes that the Sage is, that the Sage is that Rowan Wise is the Sage as he believes him to be. And between the two of us, what Rowan is doing is cruel.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
I don't tolerate cruelty.
Okay.
So I appreciate your candor. I hope you enjoy the coffee. Sorry, it's a little cold now.
No. I like it. Hot, warm, Luke, cold. It's fine.
Well, let me know if there's anything I can do for you too.
I will. And I am likely going to need some help when it comes to this September project. I need to pass some of it to the higher ups. I'm not the one to make the final decisions. I'm just the field opera lead.
I understand. If we can find out who,
Whoever the psychic is,
I'm happy to help.
and until then, we're pulling all of our agents from most of our operations. At least any of the ones that we think have any contact with the September Project, and we're keeping everything as tight-lipped as we can. Trying to minimize them getting after any of us, especially after what happened with Team Quake was on.
Yeah, a real shame. I've heard more details.
They were 2 good agents that we lost.
Yeah. Yeah, they were. I didn't know Light, but
Yeah, well, we all know Carmen knew a lot of people.
Carmen was a delightful person.
That she was. I've been told. So, as soon as I know anything, I'll let you know.
Thanks. And yeah, you know I'll help.
I'll be
And
in touch.
she'll stand up, and she'll head out. I think she would swing by to check
We
in.
sort of see the last scene of like Riley doing something on the phone. I need to have a talk, and it's like talking to one of his other agents.
Tell me where Rowan is.
About an agent. So, I think that's everybody's immediate moments except for at Lincoln.
Well, because sound is hard.
Yeah.
Lincoln Park.
Lincoln Park.
Lincoln Park.
In in Seattle. And on at daybreak, is that what you said?
Sunrise.
Sunrise. Ooh, so early.
It's okay. Anon doesn't sleep that night.
If it's winter, it's like 7.
It's true. It's true. It's like 9 a.m.
If the clouds are recovering.
Lincoln Park is a really interesting park in Seattle, for those who have never been. It is located in West Seattle, and it is
This one.
very heavily wooded. They've left most of the trees untampered with. Of course, they've added, their sports ballparks and their monkey gyms. But it's really interesting.
It's a gym, but only for monkeys.
Only for
Monkey gyms. I want.
But it also is right on the edge of the Puget Sound. So it's like a cliff edge, and then there's like a very steep set of sidewalks down, and then you're at the edge of Puget Sound. And what's really cool about this park is that it is always very cold. Like no matter what time of day, you're always gonna feel like 10 degrees colder there. So for summers, it's really fun. No, I know what I did. And even if there's like thousands of people there, it never feels crowded because all the sidewalks, and when I say sidewalks, I really mean trails, are they're kind of like they were made because people walked there. It wasn't like somebody actually patched them out. So it feels like you're a little bit in a forest for people rather than a forest for animals. And Pine has enjoyed going through there. And so I think Pine was not specific, but I also know that the IT person probably made it so Pine's phone is trackable.
So are you just like is your phone now just like sending
No, because like
alerts
I guarantee
about where
the
you're
IT department has somehow made it so that all their locations ping to each other, because that seems like an important thing for missions to do.
Well, remember these devices only work on Earth,
Yeah.
so
I guess it
probably wouldn't, and that like if one of you was captured, then that would suddenly tell someone where all of you are.
Oh, that's fair.
So
You're right.
no, I think what we instead get is Anon showing up to the park and like calling Pine.
I'm
and
next to a tree.
I like to think that Pine is really good with Snapchat.
Yeah, just Instagrams and everything.
There's probably coached through to turn the video on.
Yes. Like you're near a tree. There are a lot of trees.
There's also water.
So
A lot
sunrise
of it.
at 7 a.m. The two of you end up meeting at 8.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's probably like
And then when
just
Pine
how it
finds you, Pine's like, this way. Come.
all right.
This way.
All right.
Keep walking.
Oh, I am.
This way.
I walk slower than you, Pine. You have longer legs.
That is true. And eventually, like you come across, there is a
Squirrel.
picnic area,
Oh.
and on it there is a lot of boxes,
Gazebo.
just well wrapped boxes.
Picnic table, yeah.
What? What are you doing?
They are apologies.
Apologies?
Yes. Words do not have weight unless you put something behind them. So, I not only am I apologizing with my mouth, I am apologizing with this. And Pine looks like nervously at the like boxes, and as you open them, you see there is just dozens of very nice scarves. They're like from very different places, and you have like some that are just like really thin, and you definitely see a tablecloth in there. You definitely see like a scarf that has an anime figure on it. Like it was one of those things where Pine went to a mall and got everything that is scarf-like.
Oh.
Just a bath towel.
Probably. There's probably one of those that are like the little hood for children, the bath towels
with the little like
ears. Yeah.
Those aren't just for children.
Some of us are too big for these things now.
But some of us pretend. Some of us have dogs we use
So Anon, like, as she's like opening these up, I think she'll, like, she won't say anything at first. She'll just like open them up, and then she'll turn to you and she'll just say like, I know that this is incredibly important to you, but you didn't have to.
I did. I disrespected everything about you because I was afraid. And that is not fair when you have done nothing but showed me kindness, and I reacted like a child. And that is not fair. So I wanted to not only apologize with things and words, but also apologize with emotions, and also and like Pine, like you can see now that he placed the park right next to where you could see the ocean. He's like, this was the most frightful place in the city for me, because that is the most water I have ever seen. It is huge, and I would stand here after doing the run, because this is a great training ground. There's very good hills, and you can climb trees, and only once have I been scolded, but that person did not fight well, so I got to climb the tree again. So I wanted to put myself.
Local man beats up parkour. climbs tree to escape.
Another brawl at the monkey gym.
Your opinion is incorrect, but you are not incorrect. You did not do things to hurt me. You were trying to help. And it was wrong of me to say inconsiderate things.
Oh, sweet Pine. And she'll like come over and she'll just like rest one hand on your face and she'll say, I don't think I have the words to really say how much I appreciate this. But I gave you news that would have shattered a lesser person. And you didn't shatter. And I'm so proud of you for that. And then you turned around and you gave an apology to me that I didn't ask for. You have such potential and you have come so far, and I only wish the absolute best for you, Pine, and I hope you always remember that. No matter what I do, I I'm wishing you the best.
I will remember that. And I will perhaps act with my thoughts before with my anger next time.
I would just ask that you don't try to kill me.
It would take a lot for that to occur.
Sometimes the world throws weird curveballs your way, things that come at you in a way you don't expect. I'm learning these phrases.
Ah, like when the fish turns back on its hook and bites you.
Yes. That is not a thing I was aware it could do, but okay.
Fish in Zenzut are very large and quite aggressive.
And very flexible.
I assume
very-
Quake is also just
They have
there.
two mouths, actually.
Oh,
yeah.
is that they're
Quick,
just like,
quick, like runs past. They have two mouths.
Oh, she's running to the window. This is where they just hang out. This is like the closest thing to Zanzoot they have.
It is, yeah, it really is.
So you just see Quake.
They're just- I think Anon would like offer Pine a hug, and like it would be very clear that she cares very much for him, and that she's very worried, but maybe perhaps not why she's being so adamant about not killing her.
No, again, I will. Even if you almost stab me, which you will not.
I wouldn't. No, I
Quick
would
runs
not.
past again. Pine couldn't kill you if he tried. I, on the other hand. Voice fades out.
She manages to round the park very quickly.
She climbs one of the courses.
Hey, get off of that tree.
On your left.
Oh gosh, Quake is a speedrunner sometimes.
I assume, by the way, Quake looks like a complete Seattleite. Like he probably has gotten, like he probably is barefoot.
Pine.
Let's be real, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, does
Yeah.
he have like the barefoot? He doesn't have the barefoot.
the weird shoes, but he is probably
Wait,
barefoot.
Quake is your sister.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Pine.
Okay.
Pine is probably barefoot and has like running shorts and probably like the tight running pants, like yoga pants. He's like,
Yeah.
these work fashionably well.
Yes, they do, Pine. Yes, they do.
we fade out to Anon staring at Pine's shapely legs, I guess. That's fair.
No, I think she'd probably just grab all of the stuff off. Like they start doing this
Scarf pile.
Yeah.
So, any other downtime things anyone needs to do?
Just one more for me.
Yeah,
When
Dale.
it's a reasonable time to call New York.
Yeah, sure.
You-
My phone buzzed right when you did that.
It's real.
Oh, this is your friend, isn't it?
No, it's not
Oh.
my friend. It's my mom.
Oh.
Because I just found out something. So I just call.
Hi.
Hi, Mom.
Sorry, I guess she's from New York. So hi, Dale.
Call. Well, I'm calling from a payphone.
You calling from Faithful? Hello.
Hello, Mom.
Oh, honey, it's you. You never call. It's been so long. How are you doing? Are you eating? Are you taking care of yourself? I
Yes.
miss you.
Yes, I sent you some emails maybe a couple of days ago. That probably went to your spam folder.
I still don't know how to find my spam folder, honey. We've talked about this. I don't have a jar. I don't understand why you call it spam. That's a meat that you keep in a can.
I have
Why don't you just mail me a letter?
because they can track the letters, Mom. We've already been over this. But I have a very important
I'm
question.
sorry if this isn't who you want your mother to
No,
be.
it's great. It's great. This is why he's separated from me. There's a reason why Dale's like, no, I don't have to have one.
Yeah. So why are you calling, honey? What do you need this time?
I don't need anything. But
I miss you.
I miss you, Jamal. Anyways,
When are you coming to visit?
I don't know. Maybe sometime during Hanukkah.
Will you be back at Christmas
Yeah.
or Hanukkah?
Hanukkah, yeah, sure. They're Jewish now. Yeah, it's Jewish.
Mixed religion household.
Yeah. Mixed. Dad's
Celebrate
Christian.
both.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Does he listen to DJ Anxieties?
yeah, it's all
DJ anxiety.
yes, and Paranora. Also.
Paranoia at the disco?
Oh
Yeah.
no, your dad's upstairs. He's working on his tinfoil hat collection.
I'll see this where it is. Yes. Yeah, it is. Mom, I have something very important to ask you. Please, just 1 second.
Okay.
1 second.
I'm listening.
Am I adopted?
It's a very long silence on the end of the phone. Honey, did you tell him or should I?
Tell him what, I'm watching the Rangers right now, working on my hat.
Dale's asked me about,
Who?
Dale, our son.
Is he calling from a phone?
Yes, he's calling from a phone.
Are they tracking him?
It's from a payphone, Mom.
He said it's from a payphone and they're not tracking him, and I'm sure he's wearing his hat that you sent him to that address that we found.
That's my boy.
But he's asking about,
Mom, I can hear you.
where he's from. I'm talking to your father, Dale.
Is he talking back to his mother?
Yes, honey, you're adopted. Who told you?
Well, I've just been digging. I've been digging around. Just happened to find it out. Is there, because I didn't see any adoption papers. Or
Well,
anything.
that's because your father burned them. He didn't want anybody tracking.
Right to the fireplace, not alone, I used the neighbors.
I'm sorry we didn't tell you, but I didn't think you needed to know. I mean, we got you when you were just like a couple months old, and I don't know where you came from, but you were looking so sad and scrawny, and I just wanted to take care of you, like a drowned lizard or something. That's an expression.
Wait.
Only from New York.
It's a very small subset in New York that uses this expression. Like my mama used to say.
You look like a drowned lizard.
You look like a drowned lizard.
Well,
Nothing sadder than a drowned lizard.
Oh, you're from Red Hook, huh?
all right. Well, Mom, just know that I love you and Dad, and that tell Dad that I've discovered them.
Okay, honey, he says he's discovered them.
Who?
Them!
Who's discovered them?
Dale, our son.
Oh,
Alright, I love you, dear. I'll see you at the holidays. Take care of yourself. Don't make sure you're eating enough.
Is he eating enough?
hung up. Come back. This is why I don't talk to my family. Hung it up, yeah.
If those okay, like parents in New York. Oh no. Thank you for thank you for playing the Mr. Fink to the Mrs. Fink. That was perfect.
It's perfect.
All the things.
All the things.
So
Everything makes sense now.
yeah. A paranoid father, overprotective Jewish mother.
It all, I understand so much.
It all just works.
I think Anon also would have swung by just to check in on Jade, but I don't know if we need to. It would just be more. of
Yeah,
a,
they wouldn't have made you stay overnight, but they definitely would have required you to
swung
come in
into
the
that
next day.
MRI test and you start talking to Jade and Jade's like, I'm in the tube.
And she's like, you can talk, right?
because you don't know what MRIs are.
Do you
and I'm
want?
like,
Why are they?
MRI test, like, no, you need to leave there. You have metal on you.
oh, because she does. She has a lot of metal on her. It's like later we'll talk. Sounds good.
But she would then.
Yeah.
Later, yeah. And she would bring a cigar.
Hi, Anon.
Hi. Brought you another one.
I can't have that.
I didn't bring you anything.
I appreciate the sentiment.
I brought myself. Look, I just wanted to see how you're doing and let you know that, I don't know. I just wanted to say hi.
I appreciate it. Had a lot of tests today. The doctor's a little concerned. They haven't had anybody come back from the strange like this before, so at least nobody who's logged as many hours in it as me. So I think I'm going to be doing the lab rat thing for a while.
That sounds right up your alley.
They want to name a condition after me.
Oh, what are they going to? I mean, are they going to literally name it Jade?
Probably Atwood. I can't even. I don't even know if I want to know at this point. But fair. It's not really what I was thinking. I would, like how I would leave a mark with my life. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's weird being back, but thanks for coming for me.
Yeah, I would have come sooner, but there were a couple complications. I'm sorry it took so long.
It's okay. I mean, a lot of people wouldn't have done that, so.
It's an odd bunch that we have here. All of them agreed to come too. That's the first time I've been with a group of people that stuck together after their leader left. So, it says something about your leadership, I think.
Or it means that you all have moved on beyond me.
Well, that sounds boring.
I don't know if you need me anymore, kid.
Are you saying that because you want to stay here and take tests? Because if you do, I mean, I won't get in the way.
No. I appreciate the sass.
Are you at the medical place? Are you in the medical center? Or do you think
I assume I'm back in a room, but I think they've probably got me hooked up for
they're probably
blood
right.
pressure and stuff to
Kept you
monitor me overnight.
I think,
Heart machine.
yeah, at some point the doctor's gonna come in.
Okay.
Dr. Valero, she comes in. She said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Am I interrupting something?"
No.
We're just.
I have
Just
some
catching
results from your scans.
All right.
Do you want me to leave?
No, you can stay.
Good news. You're not dead.
Sorry.
There's more good news than that. But the long and the short of it, you're missing a good portion of the lung on your right side. A portion of your pancreas and your spleen your spleen is almost entirely gone, and you definitely only have one kidney.
Okay.
So, that means you are probably going to need to make some dietary and lifestyle adjustment changes. All of those things are manageable and survivable, but
Medications and
that's part of it. But things like, I think like maybe you have the cigar in your hand.
It's
like
pretty
tucked in,
obviously tucked in. Like,
Smoking is not good. You probably want to reduce alcohol intake. Likely want to put you on a pre-diabetic diet just to ensure that you don't get diabetes. Your insulin levels are going to be a little bit trickier to manage. Most of it's just lifestyle stuff. It's not really like long-term because if you lose the second kidney, then dialysis is the thing. But you can live with one kidney. People do all the time. It's all very manageable. But the
What?
bad news is that it's all manageable for you. So I know the things that you and your father like, and they are very bad for you.
Okay. I mean, moderation?
With some things is fine. With other things, you'll want to cut it out entirely. Like I said, good news is
Can we
you're alive.
Can you rebond an inkling to me?
No, that will
Just
just
for-
kill you faster. I will come back to all of the things. We're gonna get a nutritionist in here and a few other specialists for
Yeah.
things. But it looks like all of the translation interference that you had is gone, so you're not required to stay out of the field in any capacity.
Oh, we'll leave that. That's some good news. Sorry, I don't
think,
mean to be
like,
sassy.
I think Dr. Miller has just been kind of like, because I imagine you've assaulted someone in the hospital at least once.
Yeah.
Like, you, like, jumped out of the bed and just decked someone, and so she's been, like, maintaining a reasonable distance while telling you things like you're not allowed to have cigars anymore.
Oh, 15 feet? Or like in another room?
No, like, at, like, 15 feet.
Like the
she's-
edge of the bed is between.
Yeah, like, she's
both.
cognizant of where the two of them are in each other's physical space.
But if I didn't change my lifestyle, how long do you think I would have?
I mean, that's hard to say. Damage to lung. You would probably find it harder to be in the field.
Well, shit. I'm sorry. It's just not. Those are the things I like about life.
Maybe you'll find new things. I'll leave you to it.
Thank you, Doctor.
Backs out of the room.
So, I guess the choice is yours. I mean, if you want to stay here, I understand. This machine has so many flashing lights and such noises that I could see how you wouldn't want to leave.
Yeah.
You know, you used to be nicer. Just saying.
Yeah, and then you disappeared in the underworld. So, you know, some things change.
I guess. Nobody was around to provide, like, the snark, and so you decided it was your job.
You know, I feel like now I can just sort of step into that a little bit more because I don't have to be the responsible one if you're on the mission.
Oh, for God's sake. And I have to do all of this entirely sober. Fantastic.
Oh. You know, I wonder what she feels like about the things on Adam Nocturne, if any of those. It seems to be more of a mind-altering capacity than a body-altering capacity.
So now I'm trying to get Jade high.
You can have
hearing.
drinkable marijuana. There's edibles. You don't have to smoke it.
I know
You're in-
weed is cool, but have you ever
Yeah.
talked to like an elder god? Just saying.
So many options.
How many kidneys do you need to process LSD?
Couldn't you just do CBD though?
0? Is the answer 0?
I have no idea.
I don't know. We can ask
If you
her.
got spinal fluid, you're set.
It's-
Have some Molly.
You can
You
make
have to,
marijuana.
okay, you have to understand. It's not that I can't live this way. It's that this is going to be. Listen, when I came back from the Strange and my arm was infected, they kept an eye on me like crazy, right? I couldn't hardly between all the tests and the doctors, and I couldn't hardly sneeze without somebody recording it.
That sounds miserable.
So this is going to be more of the same.
Do you want a different life? Joking aside.
I spent the last couple months thinking I was going to be dead, and now I don't know, I kind of resigned myself to it. I kind of made a list of the things that I wasn't going to get to, and I just had to let go, right? Because there's no way in this, space of whatever months I had left that I was going to get to it, right? So I made my peace and I said, okay, this is the end. I get it. This is how my life ends, right? So So now that list of things that I wasn't going to get to, it's starting to look like a to-do list.
I mean, that's a lot to come back to, on top of everything else.
I don't know. I think I don't know why I'm so sour. I mean, I got my life back and I just need some time, I think. So.
Take as much time as you need, and I'm always here if you want to complain or whatever.
Thanks.
Seems like
How-
a big thing.
How's the team doing?
Well, you saw what happened with Pine, but before
Yeah.
that, they seem to be doing all right.
Ross has his family back.
Yeah, that was an interesting recursion. but-
Dale was a gargoyle.
And also has randomly, well, not randomly, after we took him to task for everything, all of his information gathering,
Yeah, which
the estate then followed up and put him on a sort of probation where he was locked out of attending a excursion with us. And since then, he's actually asked for permission on most things. Like, he's looking for consent now. It's really shocking. I'm very proud of how far he's come. Particularly because he's still, you know, he still holds true to who he is. So maybe we're just not seeing everything he's taking. But
he was better at hiding it.
maybe. But you don't usually change that overnight.
Interesting. Well, team seems to be doing pretty good.
I think so.
At that point, you get a buzz from Riley.
I think so. I chatted with Pine the other... Oh.
Says, I have a location.
I chatted with Pine the other day, and I think things are better for him. You know, I'm so sorry. I need to go take care of this. It's good to see you.
You know, I can still tell when you're not being entirely truthful with me.
It doesn't sit well with me what happened with the sage. I have some information I need to look into. Well, hopefully some very good information.
It's okay if you don't tell me things, Anon. I'm just saying.
The sage's name is Rowan Wise. Did you know him while he was here?
Rowan Wise.
Mm-hmm.
Rowan Wise is the sage.
Probably gross.
Pine's sage is Rowan Wise.
And he knows that?
I don't believe the name would mean anything to Pine, but I attempted to
Yeah.
put it into more plain English. And you saw that. He apologized today, by the way. It was very sweet, very kind. He took it much better than I thought he would.
Heads up about Rowan. Don't underestimate him. He's got a way about him. He gives you the impression he doesn't have everything together, but he does. No matter how much he looks like he's floundering, he's 2 steps ahead.
Thank you. I don't like to be surprised. And I don't appreciate people who have the sort of cruelty he wields.
Watch yourself. He's not... He wouldn't be an easy takedown.
He wouldn't be my first. I don't want to put you in the middle on something like this. But if you want the details, I would be more than happy to share them, provided they go no farther than this room.
Yeah, whatever you feel, however far in you want to bring me, it's fine.
We might have a location, and if we do, I'm going to go there.
You run this by Riley?
We might have a location from Riley.
Is this outside of the estate?
I suspect it is. I suspect they wouldn't necessarily want to get involved in something like this.
Riley can't stop you from translating. If you happen to know where you want to go, he's not telling you to go there, he's just telling you it exists.
I like to think that Riley has like a Professor Oak presence, like when you try to ride a bike indoors. Don't do that now. Don't,
Well, just sort of opening the next door.
don't curse. Catch a pigeon. I'm Riley. I'm your new dad. This is my grandson.
My grandson's a jerk.
Just promise me you won't go after him alone.
Come with me.
I'm hooked up to a machine,
All right.
but when I get off,
I can be un.
I don't know. I think it comes out
Wait.
right now. You want to go right now?
Well, I'm going to go talk to Riley, and I'll text you.
Okay.
You could just ask the doctor.
No.
That's not as cool. You could just rip it out.
You just A, rip
That's
it
what
out,
you do in
or
hospitals,
B, carry the IV with you till you die. Like, there's only two options.
I
There's a
don't
way
want to
to
be.
disconnect.
I don't want to be all like. I don't want to be Dale about this, but I think they probably have a tracker in me. So.
I'll text you as soon as I have more information.
Okay.
Dale.
I just. I
Dale
have
sounds
my.
more-
I have my green smoothie. I'm supposed to drink.
It's just liquid kale.
Enjoy your green
And cayenne.
smoothie.
Got some sort of spatula stuff in it.
Get a little charcoal in there.
I don't know. It's an algae.
All right. Well, I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Okay. You head back to Riley's office. And he motions for you in again.
Hello.
Oh, you're very fast.
Yes. Well, it's.
You assumed you must have already been on campus somewhere. I know what recursion he's in.
Excellent. Which one?
Some of my recursion mining friends, some way to put it, have encountered him, and then we like to call this recursion Paradiso. Paradise. It's a beach resort recursion. It's lovely. It's beautiful. It's just the sort of place you would go if you were taking some time off from having destroyed a recursion or something. I don't know, whatever he's doing after being done with being the sage. I'm not really surprised anyone found him there. It's actually a pretty nice place to go. It's basically one big, beautiful, meandering island.
Lovely. Well, that sounds wonderful. Do you happen to have?
3 specific facts about this location.
Thank you.
Yes, I do. And he will pass 3 specific facts over
She'll
to
take
you.
them.
I don't know how they ended up on my desk.
Oh no! I assume I didn't get these from you or your desk.
Can I
think
have one of the
found them.
facts?
Yes.
Bottomless pina coladas.
And they're actually
Whoa.
bottomless.
Actually
Wait.
bottomless.
That's one of the facts.
That's
so you
one
don't
facts.
have any
No, they just
bottom?
every time
They
you
just never
look, they're
empty.
full again.
Yeah.
No, they're a magical cup.
Yeah.
That never empties.
They never
It just-
empties.
Yeah.
And then you take a sip. I don't know how much your sips are, but that's apparently like the size of my sips.
All right. That's one of the facts. I like.
Does anyone else want to provide another fact, I guess?
Everyone has
Oh,
gold eyes.
gold eyes. Oh, wait, I got one. You can.
Wait, people from that recursion or everyone?
Everyone.
Everyone. When you go there, your eyes go cold.
We can do more than 3 facts. We can do more than 3 facts.
Okay.
Yeah. Apparently, we need 5 facts.
We need 5
Fine.
facts.
This one you need 5, sure.
Okay. They have those military dolphins that take orders from the local city, and so it's like you get, instead of having couriers and things like that, you have like.
So they use dolphins for everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Okay,
Dolphins.
military
I mean,
trained
every
dolphins.
water they can't go on land.
Yeah.
Or they also have land dolphins.
Oh,
Wait,
because
what?
think about those fish that walk on land.
I do not want land dolphins.
No, not land dolphins. There'd be like in like tubes, like
Yeah.
those.
Oh yeah, they have a tube system. They have a tube system.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Also, you can break out into a musical and everybody can perfectly dance and sing.
It's not actually the musical recursion. That's a
No,
different
but it's
one,
not.
yeah.
But it's tropical.
Only when you fall in love.
Well, nah, that's more musical.
Yes.
So everyone
The
dances
rom-com.
together, but it's less singing.
Yeah, it's less singing, more
Okay,
dance.
perfect
They
dance.
have perfect rhythm. It's like
Perfect
you know,
rhythm.
Oh,
perfect
that.
rhythm. That's what they have.
Like there's always like there's
They're
like,
like
flash mob
carnival,
beach parties
yeah,
where it's like oh
everyone just really.
Everyone has perfect rhythm. Did you have a
Carnival.
fact about Paradiso?
I have so many. All right, I'll give you 3.
Oh,
You choose the best one.
Oh,
All right. All right. Number 1. There's only one porta potty.
Okay.
But here's the thing. When you activate it, it's your own personal porta potty that reacts to your scan or DNA, so it's yours, and it's only used by you. It's a hub when you walk into the space, it then takes you to a place that's your porta potty.
So
But
it's
you still
a,
have to wait
it's
line.
a poopy portal.
I mean, you still get like
Poopy portal.
it's a poopy portal. Yeah.
they have so many portals.
All right. 2, beer goggles. Right?
Oh.
Okay.
Let's say you want to party, but you gotta drive. You put on these goggles, you have all the effects. As soon as you take them off, they're all gone.
I want that actually.
But it's not just beer. It's any other substance or any alteration that you want done to you. You can
Okay.
put it on to enjoy.
Oh, so you don't have to drink that much. You just put on the goggles.
No,
Yeah.
it's like it's hooked up to your brain, so
VR
like you can.
stimulation.
Yeah, you
You
get
can,
the
like,
feels
put
with
on,
none
like,
of the long-term
So
effects.
you
Okay.
could smoke a cigar.
Oh.
That-
She could feel like she
Feel.
smoked a
Smoked a
cigar.
yeah.
but not actually.
Okay.
But still, beer
Or
goggles.
number 3, they give you your own Webster dictionary. Not like an actual book, but they get someone who's like 5'5" or under, walk around and like, hey, I wonder what's going on, and they tell you what's happening at what time. So it's like, oh,
Is it just like
My
a
own
Janet?
Janet.
It's a
Huh?
Janet.
Yeah,
it's a Janet, but they're short.
a short
A
Janet.
short Janet.
A little short brown Janet named Webster.
That's Reese. Wait a second.
Webster
I'm
dictionary.
from a short brown.
No, I'm gonna nix that one.
What you talking about?
Okay. Cool. So with that information, what does Anon do? We'll find out if any of those are true.
So I think Anon texts Jade, and all she sends is Paradiso.
You've probably been to Paradiso.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like it's basically where recursors go for R&R.
Oh, yeah.
She's gonna give you the 3 facts anyway, just in case
Okay.
you don't have them. And
Yeah.
the 3 facts
You
she's
don't.
gonna give
You don't
you
know.
are poopy potties, bottomless mimosas, and eyes are gold.
Boo.
You just get a text back that says, "When are we leaving?"
And on goes. The response is now.
I think you also know like a weird thing about it is I think the recursion, because you can't stay there forever. I think at some point the recursion just forces
Dumps
you
you.
to leave. Like you literally translate out without like your own choice because you can't stay in R&R forever.
No.
Like everyone goes in with a certain amount of time that you can be there.
And I like the idea that everybody's time is a little bit different.
A little bit different, yeah.
Is it tailored to like how long you need R&R?
Yeah, or you can choose to leave, but yeah, I think everyone's got like a max amount of time that the recursion will let them stay before it's just like, no, you're out.
That's funny.
I want to go to Carnival.
There's an option when you get there where you can look like your Club Penguin avatar.
Gosh.
Okay. So, speaking of beach episode,
Purple hair.
No
what
one
else does Anon do? What else does Anon do? She tells Jade.
She tells Jade. I think she.
Are you teaching Dale how to do something, or is Dale teaching
Oh.
Pine how to do something?
I wonder.
Okay. She texts Dale and Oz. Oh no, that's too far out of what she would do. I was gonna have her like try and tell more people, but I don't think she would. I think she would worry that by telling people that is more who could circle it back to Pine.
Oh, and then Dale's.
I think
besties.
it.
Yeah,
Riley will
so
ask
she
you,
would.
who are you taking with you?
She'll look at Riley and say, Jade, if she wants to go. Not that I'm going anywhere. Not that Jade's going anywhere. Not that there are any plans for going anywhere.
if anyone asks.
Hypothetically speaking, someone were to go somewhere to look for someone.
Hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetically speaking.
Yes.
I, as a person with a lot of experience assigning teams for things, would recommend taking a team of people. On a personal level, if you really want to help Pine needs to meet and confront the Sage. You can't destroy the Sage or do whatever you want with Rowan Wise without Pine. And you know that. Pine won't get any closure if the Sage just disappears.
Oh, you're right.
You'll never know, and
It's just easier to kill him myself.
yes, I'm sure it would, hypothetically speaking, be much easier to take care of him
Hypothetically speaking.
yourself, but
Not that I've ever killed anyone on record.
Pine will never know the truth if you do that. He'll never know who Rowan Wise was, and Rowan will never have to own up to what he did to Pine. And if you wanted to try and bring Rowan back here, you're gonna need more than just you and Jade to do that. He's slippery.
I don't think I have any intention of bringing him back here, unless he needs to be back here.
I can just keep him marked as missing.
It's because he is. We don't know where he is.
Yeah, he just
No, this is something else entirely. Excellent.
This is the Sage.
All right. Well then, should they choose to go, we might go take a little break at Paradiso.
I'm sure you burned some R&R. Oh, and I think that's when Riley warns you. Everyone has a time limit of how much time they can spend there before the recursion seems to dump them back to wherever they left from.
Oh, so we need to go quickly.
Yeah, it's hard to predict exactly how much PTO you've gathered up, but somehow it seems to keep track of it. Jade actually probably has a lot.
I believe
Jade
that.
hasn't taken a day off. But she's been missing. So sick days, yes.
So then I think the text that Anon then does send is just straightforward. I found out where the Sage is and intend to go there. Do you want to come? Question mark. And then she remembers that Pine may or may not be able to like text on his own. So she
Or
like
read it.
No. Wait, I need a computer
Siri.
voice. It.
Hello. I have found where the Sage is.
Oh, thank you, wizard.
I am planning on going. Question mark.
Why is it a question?
Would you like to join? Question mark.
Yes.
Send reply.
Yes.
Reply sent.
I
the
assume
word
this
yes.
isn't like a group text. Like
Yeah.
we just see Pine just sort of be like, yes, and Anon will be like,
Scuttles in the back. What? You got a message? I have a phone.
I like to assume we were actually hanging out, and
Okay.
like
Yeah, we'll work.
Pine was like in the room. Yes.
What are you saying yes to?
Yeah. I mean, Siri the wizard told me.
I know, but I told you about these phones. They track you.
Yeah, but this one has a wizard in it. It reads to me.
Wait, you can't read?
Oh, no. A knight has no purpose if they can. Secrecy is utmost important in a knight.
Wait a second. Is that why I've been doing all the work?
You just look so.
Just, I just walk away.
Pine disappears into a hedge. I think that's where we will cut the
Yep.
first half of our episode. Awesome. There was stuff that happened. I hope you don't mind me interjecting with the like. This is why all the other people should
no,
come.
I appreciate that because like I wanted a reason, but like,
Anon's not gonna
but
do it.
Anon would just go and
She's just go and murder him, and,
then be like, well, yeah, oh yeah, no, you should totally go find the Sage if you eventually find him somewhere where you absolutely won't because he was dead.
yeah.
No, I can, though.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been problematic. So, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. We're going to take a quick break, and then we will return for our second half of the episode. They go to Paradiso.
Where some of those facts may or may not be
Some
true.
of those facts may or may not be true.
So wait, we had a question.
Yeah.
If it's paradise, how do people die in paradise?
Do people die?
Do
They
people
probably
die?
don't die in paradise. I don't know.
They get teleported out if they're dead.
Maybe.
It's like Disneyland. You just like
They just disappear.
Maybe when you
just
die, you
disappear.
become a dolphin.
It's hard to say.
yeah.
It may not be possible to die in Paradise Island.
Oh, we'll have to see.
Yeah.
I mean, who's paradise?
Yeah, I mean
Is
that
it?
could have been a thing that you would have found out if you like try and murder him and then it didn't work. That would have sucked.
Oh, yeah, that would have been real bad.
All right, our first one is from William TW with $10. Do you have a craving for the strange? Now is the time. Captain Hiri Adwana of the Storm's Lament will help satisfy your lust and bring you to the edge. The best thing, it won't cost you an arm and a leg. Nobody with $10. This constitutes a message. It does.
Yes.
Oh,
that is a
Yes.
message.
Accurate
You've done
fact.
it.
Yes. Yep.
And marriage 101. Sorry, Laura was a mess. Do you not understand what marriage is? Let us ensure that all the aspects of your special day goes flawlessly. We will ensure you won't forget anything that could ruin your day. We will explain anything that you don't understand.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
think Laura needs that.
I think
She ended up watching a lot of like Bridezilla for some
Yeah.
reason.
Does
just like
Laura
it was on.
like trash TV? Because I
She
find that
might.
really
Oh,
endearing.
90
Just
Day
like, I'm trying
I
to
think
understand like the human.
Yeah, she's trying to understand like Earth because she was left alone for like 2 years. So she's put on like kind of trashy daytime TV.
What if she's been watching 90
Days
Day
of-
Fiance?
Oh.
Yeah, that's the word.
Or the current season, The Bachelor. That Finch jump though, am I right? Ooh, Colton, come back. Hashtag Colton.
All right, thank you so much everyone for watching. We're gonna take a quick break and then we'll see you in just a few minutes. Go stretch, enjoy yourselves. We'll be right back.
Kyle Roker. Welcome back.
Hi, everybody. We're just saying names now.
Yeah, that's true.
For no reason.
Raisins.
No raisins and no reasons. There were no raisins in our strudel today. We get delicious baked goods.
We do.
Now frequently,
It's
which
heaven
is
here.
it's a problem. Like
I'm
Anna,
gaining weight.
it's a delicious,
I'm supposed to be losing weight. I'm not.
but it's so tasty.
It is very good.
Good
I
thing
was
all
a-
bodies are good bodies.
Yep.
Exactly. It took me a minute. I just heard something all body. I was like, what? Like, the sentence you said made 0 sense to me for about 30 seconds. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you had a lovely and refreshing break. You are still watching GeekSpaceTV. We're a nonprofit broadcasting studio based out of Seattle, and we are playing another episode of Worlds Beyond, or performing another episodes of Worlds Beyond, our RPG using Cypher System and the strange setting from Monty Cook Games. Really fast, I'll have everybody go around and tell you who they are playing and who they are. And as some reminders, if you would like to support the show, there are several ways you can do so. Obviously, talking about the stream, tweeting it out, sharing it with other people is awesome. You can also contribute using the monies. I think Claudia just told them off.
I flashed a yellow card.
Yep, no, that's legit.
This place on Ocean Avenue.
And you can support us financially as well if you send in a tip or a donation. I will read out your messages at the end of the show, and we truly appreciate them. And if you don't include a message, then we normally make one up. You can also support us over on Patreon for a regular monthly amount, which is super awesome and helps us do the budgeting thing. So, with that, let's start in the opposite direction from which we did last time. Over here, who are you playing, and what are your pronouns?
Hello, I am Shell Game. I've been red carded. My pronouns are she, her. Also, my character's pronouns are she, her. Her name is Anon Nisi. She is not red carded right now, but she is on the path to be, I'm fairly certain.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Nathan Kiss, aka What is Kiss? I'm playing Oswald Dukes. I've been bread carded. I'm a lucky
Through a slice of bread at
a
you.
lucky spinner whose focus you'll see very soon.
Oh, secrets.
Bum, bum, bum.
Hi, I'm Jackie Dash, and I'm playing Pine Knight, who is a graceful fector. My own personal pronouns are she, her. Pine's pronouns are he, him, and I've been credit carded.
Oh, do you know what that is?
The barter card.
Oh, I thought you were talking like when you play credit card with somebody when you're a kid, you go up to them when they're behind and then you say, you swipe their butt like that.
I do not know about that.
But that is the thing I don't know about.
I definitely got credit carded at one point in my life.
Yes.
So anyway, who are you?
Okay, sorry.
Don't do that to people.
Don't
At
do
least you
that.
have consent.
There's also
Very
oil
legal.
check. Oil check as well.
Nope.
Wait, what's the oil check?
No, never mind. I don't want to know.
Credit card is under oil check is if they have like a crack.
Oh, okay.
You
Then you
oil
just
check.
right in there.
Yeah.
Boy, my education failed me.
Da 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 da.
I was proud of that kid through. Anywho, sorry, I am Bonsai Baby. I'm a she. I play Delphine, who is a he, a skeptical paradox who solves mysteries.
Cool. Who are you? I don't know. I have so many follow-up questions for you. I'm Janine. I am Admiral Asma. You can find me on Twitter and stuff. And I'm playing a character in this game. I'm playing Captain Jade Atwood, who is a clever vector. Practice consent, people.
Yes.
Yeah, she, her, she, her.
Yeah.
Whether your
And-
credit card's my
Yep, I'm Random Tuesday, she, her, and I am your GM for this.
This piece of art.
This art that we bring to you today. So, Anon has contacted each of you saying that she knows where the sage is. This individual that Pine has been on a lifetime quest for. Well, at least the last several months time quest for. He was prepared, I believe, for it to be his lifetime.
Correct.
So, where do you have them all meet?
I think I would have them meet off campus, but just off campus because she doesn't want to take a whole lot of time, but she would want to be in a place where like
they can come back to and be all right, but also not where the estate could then necessarily be like eyes on them, just leaving and going to a recursion.
Okay.
So, I mean,
Apart.
some of you live off-site, so you could go to Oz's place or
Pretty
Jade's
sure they
apartment.
probably packed my stuff away. I'm guessing
No,
that-
not after the second time. I think
Really?
because you were really only gone for a few weeks.
And they thought they like they didn't
Yeah.
like.
I mean,
you consider
Nani
me- the
was
estate didn't,
very insistent on finding you again, so I think Riley probably.
I
kept it on
assumed
pause.
I like didn't have a home anymore, so this is good news.
Yeah,
Yeah, pleasantly surprised.
they had not declared you dead, merely missing.
Oh. Nice.
I think Hanan would have thrown a fit if someone had declared her dead.
Yeah.
Maybe then we meet at Jade's place.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know that address.
Because Anon's is on campus, so.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's.
For some reason, I imagine Jade's place kind of like Rosa Diaz from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which is like unexpectedly beautifully decorated with like a jar of lemons. She's the sort of person who'd be like, "What? I think it needed a pop of color." But then also an axe and a go bag, like a safe
Well,
room.
obviously.
In a
Yeah.
punching bag somewhere.
Obviously.
And a machete.
I think there's also like snack foods in the cupboards that like Jade is just like, oh, hello, old friend. Goodbye.
Oh.
But she'll pull it out for everybody coming over and be like, this is what you need to eat. So I don't.
Oh, are you just giving these?
It's like, it's a odd variety of things.
It's like a bag of Cheetos and 6 packs
Yeah,
of Oreos.
like makes you wonder. It like you're like, wait, is there teenage children in the house? Like,
I do not like the crunch in this box, and I'm assuming it's a bag, a cereal box.
Yes.
Pine, I have something for you. She like goes to the freezer. And is like, we call these thin mints. You can eat them room temperature or cold, but I think they're better cold.
Is this poison to enhance for the journey?
They're cookies,
Oh!
but they're only available during certain months of the year.
Do you fight for the chance to buy them?
Yes.
I see. I understand this place now.
Small girls battle
Yes.
to become the victor of these cookies.
I understand, yes! These are cookies worth death.
And then a champion is
Remember when we
several
were
champions are crowned from different areas of the country.
And then they compete in a national challenge.
Yes.
Remember those girls that aggressively came with us with boxes?
Yes.
That's them.
You told me I could not hit them.
Yes.
Well,
You couldn't.
that's true.
Only children can fight them.
Only
Yes.
children can.
There's rules.
They have size brackets, I see.
No, don't punch down. Punch up.
This is magnificent. For this, I owe you a great deed.
Those are very rare. I appreciate the impending deed.
So time is of the essence. Being that the place where I believe your sage is one that can apparently just boot you out of it. So yes. I know that you don't believe me, but I want you to bear in mind what I said before. Pine. I wouldn't say it if I didn't think it wasn't true.
Correct.
I hope I will prove your perception wrong, but that is not a hindrance on who you are as a person.
Hey, you know what? I think that we all needed this, and you know, I talked to Laura before I came over, and she also thought this was a good idea for us to kind of get out there and also enjoy that experience of this, no
She's
matter
cool.
how things.
She handed you a very long list of people she needs to invite to the wedding.
Yeah.
They were color coded.
Oh,
Who couldn't
no.
sit next to who?
I only left her. How many episodes did she watch in 2 hours?
She puts 3 episodes on at once.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh God.
She's very efficient.
I love her.
I assume Quake is still just in the hospital bed.
Yeah, Quake is probably still recovering, but I think they wouldn't have let Quake go.
Yeah,
she
no.
was pretty injured.
But they had.
But except for the run that she sneaks out on every morning.
Every without fail.
No, but
Across town.
She like pops a bunch of stitches and then has to go back.
it's why she hasn't recovered yet.
Yeah, pretty much.
My body gets stronger with each pain. No.
No, that's not how bodies work. Yes! Pop, 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 pop.
Oh no.
This guy have the best scar.
Yeah.
Oh, it's wicked sweet.
Yeah.
Chicks dig scars.
So, anybody been to Paradiso?
Not the recursion of it, but I've been there before. It's nice. It's loud. Bring your own water.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, there's a music festival called Paradiso. Not that far away from Seattle.
No, really, like
Oh.
the recursion. All those things are true about the
That's where
recursion.
they get you. That's a hub.
Oh.
Make sure you're up to date on your vaccinations before you go.
But that's why they mind control you.
Oh, Dale.
Through the vaccinations?
Dale, we have to talk about vaccinations later.
Can we? I'm really concerned that we're gonna get there and it's gonna be too late, and this is our option.
Okay.
Oh. You begin the translation.
This is what we do now
yeah.
to translate. We all hold hands.
They all hold hands.
Do it again.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It works.
They all hold limbs. Or
My
shoulders.
nub's fine. You can just hold. Don't poke it.
Touch my nub.
You know, you might
So
want
this recursion is only level 2. It is not very hard to get to. If you would like to apply any effort, I assume Anon is making this roll. I think
Well, would I ha-
which you can actually have the translate focus now because you could have taken it when you left Arden and came back to Earth.
Perfect.
Yeah, so you can have that focus now, and it is draggable, so you could take it with you to Paradiso.
Perfect. Then that's what I will
aid
do.
+1.
Yep, so
Thank you.
add 1 to whatever you roll. We've got our
Your two
hasteners and our quickeners. Hastener, quickener. So one of you is going to be doing the hastening, and then the other one of you will be giving another +1 to the roll.
+2.
+2.
Because they're both helping.
Excellent.
If you would like to
Dual.
apply any effort, you can to this. And I don't think the translation focus gives you training in translating, does it?
It doesn't give me, let's see. Excuse me. No, not training and translate, but
Okay.
I can.
You
I
can
can
roll
do 2
twice if
rerolls.
you fail. Yeah. So normally you can do 1 as a paradox, but this allows you to do both or twice. So with that, hastening, easing, not quickening.
I was gonna say,
That's what-
quickening and
that's
hastening is the
quickening
same
and hastening
thing,
mean
but-
very similar things.
I knew what you were saying.
It's fine.
We all work
easing.
together on this one.
Easing is the vector, the hastening is the spinner. So 10 minutes later. So with this, you need to roll like a 6.
I got that.
Perfect.
I got 14, but it's not.
Cool. You needed actually a 4 because you have a +2 on that. Yeah, this is a smooth, easy, and maybe for Jade especially, this is the smoothest transition she's had in a long time. Like, it doesn't hurt, nothing feels like it's trying to tear away from you. There's no impending darkness or dread.
Wow.
This is how it used to be. It's kind of nice.
Really messed up for a while.
And yeah, and overall, the feeling of translating, especially entering, I think, into Paradiso, is like it's very, very relaxing. Like there's like a sense of everything sort of comfortable and nice. And as you arrive, and your vision sort of is clear as you hear the gentle sounds of the ocean behind you, you hear like. The sky above you is beautiful blue. The beaches are this sort of very perfect sand, and as the sort of teal aquamarine blue waves sort of like crash upon the shore, like everybody's like, take all of our clothes off.
I need more clothes on. It's too bright.
Yeah.
I'm gonna burn out here.
Here, do you want my? I brought a sarong.
Ooh.
Sarong.
Have a little scarf.
Wait, I know how to fix this. Too tropical.
Now we're at the beach.
We're at the beach. She puts on more layers. That's how you know I'm at the beach.
Hey.
Hey!
Tropical.
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 That tropical plaid.
So boring.
I left my other shirt at home.
Ah!
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, and there's, I think, just a beautiful sort of sense of things feeling relaxed as you arrive. And you sort of blink and become accustomed to this location. You hear, like, an of the messenger dolphins. And I think even without you even asking, like, someone just is suddenly next to you with a tray of beverages, and they're like, pina colada.
Oh wow.
Thank you. And they just sort of hand it to you.
Do you have a virgin?
Yes, of course. Whatever you desire here.
God. God. Why did I? I should have known, of course.
Hands you some them, and then they're suddenly gone.
Oh.
Oh, rats. Non's like, I think she'll head toward whatever. I assume there's like some sort of like pub or something nearby where she could collect information from people who might know who's where on the island.
Yeah, I mean, I think as you start walking, like, there's definitely this sense that it doesn't feel like there's other people here. But if you think of something, like, what are you looking for?
I want to.
Everyone's trying to do the same thing.
He's working on stuff. Don't worry about it. Don't worry
She
about
also
it.
doesn't want to break Twitch rules.
What's up?
You want to borrow my syrup?
I literally have these things here.
I forgot my thing. I'm doing the thing right now.
Okay, so now that we've drawn attention to this moment,
Totally off. Damn. I'm curious now that this
so she just wants to
Sin
find
for
somebody
nipples.
who can like tell her.
So
Where to
very
go.
much there's this sense of, like, you're like, oh, this is the thing that I need, and you think, like, oh, I need a person, I need to find someone, and kind of as you think it, the person is like, yes, hello, how may I help you, ma'am?
Oh,
Are they like all in white suits too?
Yeah, I think so. Like
Yeah.
the people, like,
Yeah.
they show up and it's like, you know, like impeccable white suits, like the, you know, a towel over their arm and like a tray of drinks that they always seem to have on them.
Where do you keep the most valuable people in existence?
All people are valuable in Paradiso.
Oh,
But we're-
I love that.
I'm looking for an ex-boyfriend.
Oh, a particular kind of ex-boyfriend?
Yes, a very particular kind. He left me. Well, we were supposed to be married.
This is so tragic.
You must need so much rest, so much relaxation.
So my friend here would promise me that she was going to help me find him.
absolutely. You see, how can you have closure to something unless you find the person who's done this in the first place and just have a conversation about it? So, we're hoping you can help us find Rowan Wise. I'm so sorry. And Anna comes over, just like pats Jade on the back.
yeah.
And also, there's a person very important to me called the Sage. If you can find them, that would also be important.
So I need you to make a deception roll for me.
Oh, hey, I'm trained in deception.
To lie to this person. Are you
And pleasant-
trained or specialized?
Trained.
Trained. Okay.
And I have pleasant social interactions. I'm being very pleasant.
Yeah. It looked like Oz wants to contribute to this.
I help.
How do you help?
Just by being there, I'm helping.
Okay, is this with one of your spinner abilities?
And my focus.
Oh wait.
What's your focus?
Entertainer.
Okay.
Are you gonna be as cool as like Pitbull?
Can you
I am
help with
Pitbull.
all things or
Uno,
just
dos,
some
tres,
things?
cuatro.
You can
You
pick
don't know how
one
to
thing a day as long as I'm with you.
Okay, and the thing you are picking is lying to
If
people?
you want to pick
Lying?
it, if you want to, pick any
Oh.
one thing,
That I am good at?
and it's easier by one step.
Oh wait, what? Let me read this down.
Well,
Oh, I opened it to him.
I mean,
Entertains.
lying seems appropriate.
Levity or inspiration?
Inspiration.
Okay, so through stories, songs, art, or other forms of entertainment, you inspire your friends. After spending a day with you once per day, each of your friends can decrease the difficulty of a task by 1 step.
Well, here's the thing. We have
So
been
you have to have spent the day with this focus.
As an
with them.
entertainer?
Yes.
Then
Did
I'm going to
you-
help out using a twist.
Okay, did you have this focus on... Yeah.
that works.
But through wit, charm, humor, and grace, you're trained in all social interactions.
That's right, so I'm helping.
You gotta do more Nick Bobs.
Other than those involving coercion or intimidation.
You're on your
I'm
own.
not coercing. I'm just deceiving.
Okay, so how do you want to help?
Split this hair.
Whenever
So
you're ready.
tell this to like, hey, my guy, listen, look, we're trying to find this guy right away because my gal, she needs to get married right away. So you can help us out. Look, she's trying over there. She's falling apart. She needs her gals. Her gals are here. We're here to help her. My boys over here, we're also here to help. Also here to party. We want to turn this place up. Look at that dolphin over there. See that dolphin? That's a nice dolphin. Dolphin just did that on purpose. Anyway, help us out here. Ah, sarong.
Take your puns and
Don't say it's wrong. It's
So
a rat.
Okay.
We live here now.
The assistant, the assistant, he sort of kind of looks at all of you like, we normally keep these people's identities, locations confidential to ensure the most rest and relaxation in Paradiso. But I would like you to go ahead and roll me your deception. You are welcome to roll me your mind read.
12.
12, with a level easier and
Oh.
some assistance from crying. 4.
I just stare.
Yeah, you're just staring. However,
Crying sport.
you cry in support. Okay, with a 14 or what 12, whatever number it is, it was fine. Sort of easy. But I suppose you will not find peace or relaxation here in our beautiful paradise unless you find this Rowan wine. And they sort of like do this thing where they kind of stare into the distance, and their golden eyes. This way. And they begin walking.
They saunter.
So much.
They're golden so that we don't have sun glare.
Yes.
We don't need sunglasses.
Yeah, you don't need sunglasses because your eyes are gold.
Well, we're still wearing them.
But
Oh,
you
we're
look
cool.
cool with
Yeah,
glasses.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually, everybody else looks nice. I look like I'm a castaway. I'm Mr. Christian, I'm castaway.
You have like a volleyball with a smiley face on it.
Oh, yeah. A bloody hand.
Yeah.
I think Anon's got like a sarong and like a bikini. And
Why does everybody always look
Yeah,
so
what do
pretty?
you all look like as we're walking, following this guide in this impeccably white, like, but it's like that, like golf suit sort of style, right? Like white slacks, but like a linen jacket, and like a shirt. Yeah,
yeah.
like a
It's like
sun hat.
cabana.
Cabana. Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
cabana culture.
Yeah.
Very-
Okay.
For some reason, he's probably British because
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I have like
Saunters.
the more modern swimsuit for dudes, not like in like when I was a
Does he wear Speedos?
teenager. I don't think he's brave enough for it.
Okay.
Well,
Like
you wear swimming trunks.
yeah, he wears
Yeah.
tight swimming trunks, and then like he's wearing like a button up long sleeve shirt that's like rolled up, and it's like it's like half buttoned down.
Yeah. And he's
So,
got
like-
like the Bahama length sort of
Yeah.
shorts. Does he have loafers on?
He probably has those sandals that like
okay.
buckle in the back.
So he looks like he should be on a yacht.
A little
Kind
boy.
of. He's a
burly.
little bit well like
Popped collar.
yeah.
oh.
No.
Like he's
Oh.
well like okay.
Boo! Let us objectify your character. I want to draw some fanfic.
Oh.
So Dale looks like a castaway.
Well, a little bit cleaner cast.
Okay.
With khaki, like a kind of almost raggedy white
Yeah.
open shirt and khaki pants. He's kind of like Master Roshi. That's what it is. I look like Master Roshi.
Okay.
Okay, I like it.
Jade looks like a divorcee looking for her fourth husband.
Yes.
Yep.
Big ring.
So it's
big
like
glass.
for some reason the backpack she had on Earth is now
A
like
big purse.
No, it's a Prada. Like
Yes.
like it's weird.
Yes.
And there's like
People, guys.
it's very like
Do
there's
you-
a very large timepiece and like a couple other but like bikini top. It's like it's a little weird.
Oz is wearing a light zip up tracksuit jacket. More tropical floral patterns than mine, more hibiscus. And it's pink, blues, greens
Oh, it's
on
like
a
a
white
fading-
background.
It's like a fading
yeah.
sunset with like.
And the cool thing about it, it has the same technology that like shiny Pokemon cards have. So
Oh,
like it's shiny.
You're
It's like
holographic.
yeah.
Yes.
I got like short, like really short
Did we all get
cupping trunks on with boat shoes.
Some shorty shorts.
We got
And
hit
you
by
can't
the tacky
see it.
stick real hard, right?
Yeah.
For right now, Oz is wearing a pinky toe ring,
Yes.
and you don't see it until he turns it. But when the sun hits right on the hollow foil, it says FUBU on the back.
FUBU?
Yeah, for us by us, FUBU. Look it up.
Would you
Wow, you guys don't know what FUBU is?
No.
Oh,
We've learned something
Hold
new
on.
today.
Hold on, I'm googling it right now.
I already wrote it down.
FUBU.
Wait, how do you forest?
F-U-B-U. FUBU.
FUBU.
Oz is bringing FUBU back.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like it's a bikini, and she's got a sarong, and she has like cute little flip flops that you're fairly certain would
religious
like.
Sorry.
I'm so lost.
It's gay.
I need to know. I want to Google it right now.
We guys, I promise we can do our homework later.
Okay,
Sorry,
that's true.
sorry.
So, yeah, that's the point. She's wearing minimal jewelry for Anon.
Okay.
Oh, and she has a tan. Sorry.
Oh,
Of course.
beautiful.
Pine does not.
A lot of sunscreen.
Oh, he definitely has a sunscreen nose.
Yeah.
Yep.
That doesn't work. Never mind. Gotta rub it in. So, the guide he leads you, and I think eventually he sort of like, for some reason his tray has disappeared. Like he's no longer carrying the tray. You don't know where it went. He didn't put it down anywhere. He's just suddenly not holding it. And he sort of like takes you down this path between lots of trees, and then eventually is like, this way. And sort of leads you into a clearing, and you see like it's a nice little clearing looking out on the beach. There's like a single lawn chair or a beach chair lounge thing with a person lying in it, and the waves sort of lapping gently at the shore. And the guide walks up and sort of like taps this person on the shoulder and says a few words to them, and then turns back to you. He is ready to meet with you.
Oh, lovely. Thank you so much.
And then kind of turns and walks away, and you don't really see where they go, but they kind of just sort of disappear.
So after we meet the person you are to marry, we'll then find the sage, correct?
It's
And
a lie.
The person where that I lied and said that
Sits up in the chair, like takes off a pair of sunglasses, and you see someone, and he kind of looks. You would sort of pitch him in like his like mid to late 40s, like some salt and pepper in his hair, a very beautifully like manicured goatee, very close cropped sort of hair. He's wearing sunglasses, and he sort of like puts them up on his head, and you know, in this recursion, right, piercing gold eyes, and he makes direct eye contact with Pine, and you know exactly who this person is.
Yeah.
Pine?
I think Pine, like, it takes Pine, like, 3 or 4 seconds. Like, you, like, kind of, to, like, even, like, jumpstart what's going on.
And he leaps to his feet, and he just kind of
looks at you and closes the distance. Like he's paying no attention to the rest of you, or giving you no attention. And he goes up, Pine, I thought I'd lost you. I thought you were gone.
Pine is breathless, and I think there's like I don't think Pine responds. I think Pine just like, goes to one knee in a crouch.
The sage, or Rowan, he comes up to you and like, no. And he pulls you into an embrace. It is so good to see you. I thought I'd lost you forever. And he kind of whispers that, just so only Pine can hear. And pulls him away. Where have you been?
I think like Pine is like trying so hard to keep composed right now. Like I think there are tears.
Don't cry. And he will 100% like wipes away the tear.
Jade is just not having this, and I think like grabs this guy by the back of the shirt and just like starts dragging him across the beach to the water and
Okay.
As
As soon as you go to do that,
So-
Anon's gonna.
I will let's resolve
Yeah.
all of these things. The thing that Dale wants to do doesn't involve assault. So let's start with the thing no one's gonna know about if Dale succeeds. Go ahead and roll your mind reading. Are you gonna put any effort into this?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna put 2 levels of effort.
Okay.
So this will be okay. Because I got bonuses. 14.
Yeah. You start hearing the sound, like that very sort of soft voice that he was speaking in, but it's like kind of echoey and it's in your mind. How you get surface level thoughts, right?
I get for a whole minute.
For a whole minute, you get
Hold on.
all of his.
Hold on,
I think it's just like the
let me-
surface. I think it's the surface level.
Double check. You gain it's surface thoughts for 1 minute as long as it's within range.
Okay, so as long and it's probably immediate range or short range.
Short range.
Short range. Cool. So if he moves too far away from you, you can't hear him. I think the first thing that you kind of pick up is from the surface level thoughts, because you start this. At what point when he's talking to Pine do you start listening? Or do you start trying?
As soon as the eye connection be like, and
As soon as he starts walking
Pine
towards.
was like, I know this is who I'm supposed to meet.
I think the thing that you hear is along the lines of, no, how did they find me? And that's probably like the main thing that you hear as the sage expresses. So I'll intersperse some of the things that you hear as this is happening. So like Dale just starts doing Dale.
This.
Do you telegraph in any way what you're doing? Or do you just go for it? Because I'm going to have you just roll the attack then.
I think she just like
You just want to grab him?
I think so I think she like sees the interaction with Pine and realizes there's probably some sort of suggestion component, like her spidey sense is tingling as far as like I shouldn't let this guy talk, like he's going to like
Okay, yeah, you just go for it. Okay,
yeah,
roll me
so
your attack.
my intention
you
is
can
to like shut him up more than
You want to like
I want to like
pull him physically.
yeah, get him out of Pine's
Yeah. Roll, yeah, this is an unarmed might. You can choose to do no damage with this, to like kind of grapple him, but roll
That's fine if you
roll to grab him. Yeah.
Not lethal grab.
It's well, she is still recovering from the strain. The 2.
A 2. That is not enough.
No.
You just touch his shoulder.
Yeah, I think you just end up putting a hand on his shoulder and he like, oh, I'm so sorry I was being rude. And who are all of you? Pine's noble friends. He knows who Jade is.
Oh.
These are the friends who helped me find you. I've Your path was hard to follow, but I will always get there.
And we are all very aware of your past. So if you could just cut the charades and get to the point.
Agreed.
What charade?
I literally read your book in the library.
Well, that sounds very rude.
It was, and I'm not sorry.
Friends, please, this is time
I'm
for...
not trying to be rude here, but he should tell you the truth straight from his own mouth.
I don't know if he's even capable of that, to be honest.
Well, then we can go with my option.
What do you want to do?
I'm-
Do you want this to go easy or this to go hard?
I'm sorry, what do you want right now? You're just threatening me. I have been looking for Pine. He has not been looking for Pine. It's like that I haven't been looking for Pine. And his sister Quake.
Yes.
And
I have her
what's the third
too.
One's name.
A water took.
A water took. Where's she?
I thought she was with you.
No, I have lost her as well. He did
Pine.
lose her. Well, he did lose her.
Pine, he's lying to you.
Obviously lying.
You come in here and cast aspersions about me. Why? What are you here for? You came to Paradiso. Relax.
Are you kidding me? Are you going to pretend you don't recognize me?
Jade.
Oh. Imagine I have another arm. That'll help you.
What happened?
Do you recognize me?
I've crossed your path a few times in the estate.
Right. So why didn't you tell Pine who you were? For real.
Because I didn't know that it mattered.
Right. You've been living a lie.
And you all haven't?
Actually, I'm pretty bad at pretending to be anything other than what I am.
I'm writing notes as he keeps talking.
He doesn't really think he's lying.
Oh.
There's a difference between living your life the way you want to and living a life that causes harm to others. Pine is obsessed with following and taking care of you, but I don't believe that you want him to follow or take care of you, because if you did, you would have made sure he could have done one or the other.
What does Alice do?
Well, this is going on. I was just doing one thing, just giving a general look up and down on this Rowan person. They don't seem like big poop to me. But I would like to activate the
Sorry, can you
understanding.
not swear in this recursion either?
Oh no,
Napkins.
I'm a Christian entertainer.
Family cruises.
That's how that works.
Family cruises.
Well,
DJ anxiety. So.
Let's play that Catholic guild one.
Yeah. So I would like to activate understanding, but I would also like to lock down my 2 points of knowledge of expertise
Yeah,
for
from
this
an
recursion.
entertainer.
One of them being actually this recursion,
Okay.
Paradiso. The second one being trap music, but
Very specifically helpful, yeah.
just trap music
Specifically trap music. Yeah.
or music.
Yeah. No, I mean, you can take a very specific genre of music. I don't know when it'll come up because I am not good with music. But
Sorry, 2010s trap music.
Oh,
Yes!
that's
There you
important.
go.
Yeah.
See if
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can extend this, or I
But
just keep it rolling.
using the understanding, and I'd like to make a knowledge roll to see if there is something here that before they push you out, if you just stay here because you were alone at the time here, is there other like alternate effects to be in paradise?
Can you affect the amount of time in which you're allowed to stay here? In
Not
any way?
necessarily that if you spend a long time here, does it affect you, or something similar to that?
Yeah, go ahead and just give me kind of a general roll about Paradiso.
18
18.
base.
Some things that you know. This is a place for happiness and relaxation and fun times. So while you can hurt other people, it doesn't often have the same effect as it might in a different recursion. And there's no real way to influence the amount of time that you're allowed to stay here. That seems to be beyond anyone's scope or control. Maybe someone particularly powerful or important could influence it, but that would be someone who could actually influence the shape of a recursion itself. It doesn't have any effects other than, like, people typically don't want to leave. Most people stay until it boots them out. Because it feels real, like it's a nice place to be. They just sort of keep bringing you unlimited drinks and you get to do nothing all day.
Can I ask one more question?
Sure, if it's related to Paradiso.
Well, yes. Are you able to feel pain here? Like, not just pain, but like discomfort?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
you can feel like emotional discomfort. It doesn't protect you from it completely, but you do know that like you will probably recover faster than you would normally. Like, oh, I was sad and now I am not sad.
Gotcha.
I was stabbed. No, I am not stabbed.
Yeah, like it's like
The knife is
that
out.
happened, but like the beach is so nice. Like the
Dolphin
place just
butler.
makes you feel
This
better
recursion
really
arc
quickly.
comes
Gotcha.
back.
Yeah, so it's like you could have a sad breakup and then you come here and like you feel better.
I love this place.
But it'll boot you out eventually, and then it like really sucks when you go back home.
Oh.
Friends, this is time for celebration. We have found the sage.
Fine.
The sage can fix Sansut, as prophesized.
He can't fix it.
And
Pine, he's lying to you.
Can I spend points to or do I have to re-roll again?
It lasts for a minute.
Yeah.
So after a minute, yes, you have to reroll.
Okay. Okay. At a certain. Okay. Has it been a minute?
Probably not yet. No.
Okay.
You can get like a little bit further in.
as the elders prophesied, one came and brought knowledge and brought a crystallization to our kingdom, and now we can go back. We have done our quest. Have you found what you needed?
Pine, you should go home. You can't help me anymore.
That is untrue.
No, you can't help me. You should go home. You're free. You're not my knight anymore, Pine. All of you, really, should go home. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my time here in Paradiso, and you can do the same. In a different part of Paradiso.
But Sansut needs you.
No, not anymore. I'm sure it will be fine on its own.
Ever had any sort of repercussions or consequences for any of your actions ever in your life?
I think literally as you say that, you hear like a flunk, and an arrow just lands in the ground next to his feet. And you look over, and in the trees, you just see you see a person, and he's standing there, and he's like holding a bow and arrow, and he's looking at all of you, and he just says, "Rowan Wise, you are under arrest for treason, deception from the High King and Queen of Astoria. You are coming with me."
And An's gonna just try and lift him into the air and hold him for the guy to come get him.
Is there weapons in this land?
Yeah, I think you have weapons. And he's like,
It's a pool noodle.
I'll grab one side of him if you grab the other, and we're like, hey, we have him for you. All yours. Oh no, I just want to like.
you see,
whip
he's got like a very like rugged, like chiseled jaw, like scruffy beard. Like even though he's like still dressed like he's supposed to be in Paradiso, but he looks kind of awkward and uncomfortable
archer?
in it. Yeah, the archer.
I
Like
think
he's got
Pine
like
rushes the archer.
khakis on and like a plaid sort of shirt. Like I guess it's like a Hawaiian print shirt, but he looks like he's uncomfortable in all of his clothing.
He's a parrot head.
Yeah, and he's got like a backpack on and like a camera for some reason. He doesn't know why he has this camera. Okay, you're gonna rush him.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, roll initiative for me.
Oh man. 14.
Oh no.
I rolled really
People
bad.
tell me like you've never had consequences.
bad.
Real behind. Pine is going
I
to.
just
I
used both
just
my
put
good
that there.
rolls today.
The sage is Knight's protector. Or Knight.
Yeah. Okay, so
So
Pine.
Pine is using his
Dale,
protect
Jade,
skill for the
and
sage.
Nan. Cool. We'll make this one our hunter.
I'm the hunter.
All right.
What the heck is Astoria?
The king and queen of Astoria.
It's a story. Duh.
That's not Arden. Arden is a different one. No, you have heard the name sounds familiar to
yeah.
you, but you can't place where you know it.
I've
Jade.
been to a lot of places
a
in
lot
the
of
last
places.
20 years. So.
All right.
I have
25.
recursion knowledge. Do I have any knowledge of recursion lore? Is one of the things I get as this skill. Do I have any knowledge about?
Give me a little roll.
That level up looks nice.
It was on its
I
side.
know. Wouldn't it be great if we were
10.
level 3?
I know, just one.
Maybe?
girl's not
You've
level
probably heard of
3.
it. It's recursion. You think.
Okay.
It's recursion.
But I-
all right.
Wow.
Who thinks they had the highest roll? What'd you get?
19.
19.
Oh, good.
Oh.
No, because I rolled 18, then a 19.
Yeah, no,
so from
they're-
here on out.
No, the next one's a 20, and then it's gonna be.
Then
a
it goes to
1.
Then a 21, you're right.
Who's next after 19? Anyone above 15? Nope. Okay. Anyone above 10?
14.
14
Okay.
with Dale. Anyone still above 10? Below 14? No. Okay. Anyone above 9?
I'm 9.
9.
9, never mind.
All right. Well, Jade and Anon. What did you get, Jade?
5.
5.
I'm recovering.
You have a 1.
Oh, at least you wasted that one.
Intrusion.
On that. Oh, it is. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
And the dolphin butlers are in on it.
You get shot in the
what's
foot,
happening?
actually.
A bottle nose to the back of the neck.
The next, it's gonna be whatever you do on your next turn is gonna be 1 step harder.
Okay.
Oh.
That makes sense. You're so surprised,
Yeah,
aren't
you're surprised. It's
like,
so, like Jade was just talking about consequences, and someone just came in wielding a bow and arrow, saying that Rowan Wise is under arrest for treason.
How primitive.
Well, surety so. To fashion it out of something. All right, Oz, what you gonna do?
I am going to encourage all of my party members to do good and do better
At?
with their attack rolls.
Okay.
So
Do better
everyone
murder.
Yeah.
Yay.
Attack rolls by taking out my laptop and playing.
Some trap music.
Yeah.
2010.
Some
it's actually fighting
2010s
music.
Christian crap music by DJ Anxiety. Hey everyone in Paradiso, what's up? What's up? It's DJ Anxiety. Here's my first track tonight. It's called Swords Don't Kill People, Lies Kill People. Second Psalms, chapter 3, verse 7. The entire book of Psalms is hilarious, by the way.
Some good songs in there.
Get some Psalms.
All right, so you encourage everybody with the sound of your sweet music.
I am Lucio.
You are Lucio.
Lucy.
Boop!
That's a great all right. With that, Rowan goes next. He looks at all of this and he's like, "Well, this isn't good." So I think he's just gonna start running. He's gonna run away, which I recognize this is exactly what you want. So he moves a short distance away. He's like, and just doesn't say anything.
Guess what I just took
Booking it.
was running.
Dale.
Specializing in running.
Oh, Dale's first.
It's Dale's turn.
It's Dale's turn. Dale was trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah. I think this is about when your mind reading wears off.
Yeah.
Just in time. Can we let somebody else go first before I go?
I mean, yeah, you and Pine both go before the hunter. So
Yeah.
that's fine.
Pine has a
Pine
mission.
Yeah, Pine, what you gonna
Oh,
do?
Lord.
How close have I gotten?
Oh.
Do I have to do I have to pass my
Yeah,
fleet?
you got a short range.
Great. I'm gonna spend 1 point of effort plus my bonus in running.
Okay.
It covers my 2, so I don't have to roll. And then I'm going to. I assume I have a heavy weapon. What does a heavy weapon glaive look like in
Paradise?
In paradise?
A tiki torch.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
probably maybe, or like
Oh wait.
like a full bottle of alcohol.
Am I just?
Is it one of those things you use to get like duties and stuff off a
It's
pool?
like a
pool
pool
skimmer?
net.
Okay. It's still gonna hit hard though.
Or you could do a Samoan weapon that has like a saw, like a stick with a swordfish.
That's
yeah,
true.
like it
Yeah.
might be more like I like that.
Because there was one tribal, like just Pacific
might just be
Islander
like a-
history. They
yeah.
actually
I like
did
it.
weaponize like.
That makes. I mean, there's also lots of like they had weapons, so
They had
it could
weapons.
be a variant on a stick with a sharp thing on the end, which is what a glaive is.
I'm gonna put 3 levels of effort to punch this dude.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna tell you with 3 levels of effort, you don't have to roll very high.
Okay. Let's see it.
Oof.
I'm gonna put a little negative how many I have to lose.
Why are you? Oh. No, I'm
I was like,
very
you
pro
know
this.
why.
I'm very pro this.
'Cause it's in
Shell game is very pro this.
7.
Oh boy.
Yeah. You hit him.
I do 8 damage.
Okay. It hurts. He yells quite loudly as you do that. He's like, "Are you a conspirator with this traitor?"
Never threaten the sage. As I stand, he shall not lose his breath. I think at this point,
And
like,
you
he's
turn
very
around
breath-
and the sage is running away. Dale, what do you do?
Exception.
On
The sage.
the sage. Cool.
What?
Because I heard all of his thoughts. You didn't hear it, I did, and you're my friend. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that
protect
makes sense.
you.
And it works within short range, right?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah. Bam.
So
You point at him.
what was that? Like that?
Exception.
Exception, is that intelligence or is that?
Yeah, yeah, it'll
okay.
be an intellect. So you
I
can
will
spend
use
points for it, and then you
points.
whatever the cost of the actual intellect is.
It doesn't cost me anything but stuff. Because I have a lot of
Cool.
intelligence. And then if it zaps him, he's not from this recursion.
He is not from this recursion.
Anybody from this recursion?
10
Oh.
How much effort did you put in?
Level.
2 levels.
In the Webster dictionaries.
Yeah, you hit him.
Yes.
Uh,
So that's 2 points, and he's stunned for a round.
All
and,
right.
and he just sort of like tumbles into the sand and like kind of falls over his feet. He's not on the ground, but like he was in the middle of running, and he just sort of like seems to be reeling as you see like Rowan. He's sort of like, what is happening? The hunter. You are between him and his target. He's like, my quarrel is not with you. It is with the traitor to Astoria. And so
A
he's-
traitor to Astoria is not of my concern. I'm just-
I must bring him to justice as my king and queen have commanded me.
Shame, you will lose your oath as I
Um,
fulfill mine.
So he's gonna take a shot at Rowan.
Oh my god.
No!
And thunk. And yeah, I mean Rowan's stunned now, so
he
the arrow
does-
just lodges like in his thigh, and I
Yes,
you see him like
satisfying. Yes.
drop to a knee on the ground.
How is Pine?
Not
Jade.
so hot.
Jade is watching all this and realizes, like, all right, Pine's making a mess of it. And so I think she's just gonna, like, try to grab Pine on the chest and, like,
Shove it to the ground.
Like restrain Pine.
no, like, I'm trying to use, I don't want to clothesline him, but I want to, like, try to, like, just knock him off his feet and get
Okay.
him to the ground.
Yeah. All right. So so the
With,
way
with my bad hand.
we can do PvP
Okay.
is typically you roll against because you're normally rolling against a flat number that I give you. In this case, you do a roll off, and what you would normally do to subtract from the difficulty, you add as 3 points to your roll.
Duel.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's work this out. You are what's your defense? So you add to speed defense.
I have a bonus in speed defense.
Cool. That's the only thing. Or are you gonna put any effort into this?
Is it speed?
For defense, yeah. Yes. How many points of effort? 2. Okay. So whatever you roll, add 9.
Okay.
Are you going to put any effort into this?
I'm
And
going to as well. So I have speed defense.
Mhm, you're also trained in medium bashing, so that makes it one easier for you. So speed defense doesn't count in this case because you're attacking and Pine's defending.
Oh, right.
So you're right. You're adding 3 to your roll right now.
Okay.
Do you want to add anything else? Any levels of effort?
Yeah, I'll add another level of effort.
Okay. So
Do not
mathematically,
use that die.
to make this easiest, you
Yeah.
add nothing to whatever you roll. You add 3.
Okay.
And you're going to roll off because I subtracted your levels of effort from her levels of effort.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Yeah. The math checks. Math checks out. All right. Oh, Pine rolls a 1.
One.
And
All right.
you've got like a you're
10.
fine.
So I think you're, I think you're like trading verbal
Yeah.
barbs
Not
with him, and like
Yeah.
Jane just like
Night is
marches
night
up
off.
to you, and like so like I think you were distracted by the guard,
Oh, yeah.
and you didn't see like the hand coming for you.
The audience just
Clothesline.
sees over your shoulder, just like, and you're just suddenly like on the ground.
Sand is very hard to fight on.
Yeah, it is,
Yeah.
and now it's everywhere.
Ooh,
course.
sands all over you, and
You got
just like
You got
coarse
sand in your
and
mouth and sand in your butt. And
You inhaled the sand a little bit.
First thing about sand in your mouth is kind of like you had crackers earlier, but now you got some crackers in the back of your cheeks, but they ain't crackers,
You're
it's sand.
forever.
You're there eating sand like some sort of doofus.
It doesn't feel nice on the teeth too. It really doesn't.
Anon. Yeah. So,
So-
sorry, what does this moment look like as Jade clothesline?
I think the
Pine
breath
to the
is
ground.
knocked out of Pine with this. And so, like, he's just, like, taking a rattly breath as he's, like, wide-eyed. And more when he looks up at Jade, just confused. Not, like, angry, but confused and almost hurt.
Number 1 rule, kid: never fight the law.
That's from Jade.
Just more confusion.
Do you put on another pair of sunglasses when you say that somehow?
Number 1 rule, kid: don't fight the law.
Don't get into game.
Too
Is that the
melodramatic.
words? I don't know.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna be like, "Are you done? Are you done?"
Oh, now we're gonna do like a little.
Yeah.
grapple, grapple. Done now?
On the ground.
We'll go now.
Anon, what are you doing?
So I see that Jade has Pine handled.
I just probably look over at you. I'm like,
Anon sighs, and she's going to try and levitate the sage so that the guy can like come and like tie him up and take his quarry.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop a level of effort into this.
Cool. So that'll negate the one step harder that it is for you.
Yeah.
The sage is currently stunned.
Yep.
And
Does get a bonus because he's a protector.
he does, which negates that.
Speed defense.
A speed defense. I don't think
Are you
this is a
intelligence?
speed defense. It's probably intellect to resist the levitate.
The levitate.
Because you're really fighting like mind power versus mind power as opposed to trying to dodge something. So I will say it is one step easier for you.
Okay.
For sure.
I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna drop all 3 levels of my effort into
Okay,
this.
so 3 steps easier.
Yeah.
Cool. Give me a roll.
Ugh, 6.
That'll just do it.
Oh my god, I'm really glad I put those levels of effort in.
There's a lot of negating because Pine's still somehow protecting him. I'm like, no, don't hurt him!
The power of heart.
The power of heart. That is the true strength.
It's the
So she's just like,
And sort of like stunned. And I think he's not quite coming to. Oz, what do you do?
I feel like I am letting this happen by getting everyone hyped up with my music.
It's like a theme music.
That's right. Everyone had a bonus from you.
Everyone had a
So you
bonus.
take one of your levels of effort back.
yay!
Because we forgot about it.
I feel like I'm just getting everyone riled up, like Capri Suns and Sour Patch Kids. So I'm gonna turn it up.
Just like start throwing out pixie sticks. Like.
Pretty much.
Pump up the bottom.
Sage is captured. I'm actually gonna turn my attention to the hunter. To do a little bit of understanding before I interact.
Okay, so you can't do understanding and the help at the same turn.
Exactly. So,
So you're gonna
yeah,
drop
Sage is
the help?
captured. Yep. So
Understanding. Cool. All right. Speaking of, it is the sage's turn. He seems to be coming to, but he is currently like flopping around as you're throwing him. He's like, he just sort of like sighs, and you kind of see like this is not where he has his strength. Like he is outnumbered, outmanned, and seems to kind of give up a little bit. So I think we can kind of drop out of initiative massively, and we'll turn to the ground scuffle between Jade and Pine. Like the hunter sees you and kind of like gives you a look, and he's gonna go over and
Actually, I think Anon would like just
brings
move him over.
brings the sage over, and he's like, "Thank you, my good lady," and he like restrains the sage. Let's deal with the scuffle for a quick first, and then we'll come to that.
I think with the sage under control, I think Jade just kind of like backs off of Pine because she assumes Pine
Pine
is
will be
like gets it
reasonable?
and is done, and she can't imagine Pine would act irrationally.
Oh yeah, what does Pine do?
So.
Pine, I think Pine gives a quick, Pine respects you.
Sure.
So,
But these are extenuating circumstances.
so I
too.
think Pine does a hearty shove
Okay.
and then goes to run at the.
I will.
God.
No, wait.
What
does
does Dale do?
Dale being your best friend, I've heard the surface thoughts. I will go ahead and run in and body check Dale.
Wait.
Wait.
Body block. Pine.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Dale.
Dale's gonna do
Pine
this.
is charging. Dale is coming at you. What do you do, Pine? He's like, no!
Like you just stand.
No. Well, I'm trying.
Or
Well,
do you like come from the side?
I'm gonna try to actually tackle you so I can talk to you.
You can try.
I'm gonna try. We're gonna
I'm
do
not
it.
that far away. I can
No.
Yeah.
This is the thing. We gotta
Okay,
do this.
yeah,
This
no.
is how bros work. I watched it in movies.
I'm gonna
This
point
is like Dale is saying, this is how bros work, and I am his bro.
I am his bro. This is my.
I think Pine
Because
is
Dale's like, obviously, you're dressed like a bro. I'm dressed like a bro. Like bros.
This is
also
bros.
best friends.
Yeah, we moved in together. We got a little bumpy.
Oh, you guys
know
share
that?
an apartment? Oh,
Because
yes.
we both live there.
Oh, that's
Best.
so adorable.
I love
I've
their
been.
really somewhat dysfunctional friend. Like, the friendship is really functional. You're just kind of dysfunctional people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
it's a
why we
great
help each
friendship
other.
with-
He's strong and helps me get into places.
I don't ask questions.
Yes.
All right, so this is another roll-off. It's
right.
a speed defense
Speed defense.
versus
How good are you at
unarmed
tackling?
attack.
Ooh, it's great. I'm gonna put some effort into this.
Cool.
Though.
How much effort are you gonna put in?
Mark Wahlberg.
I only can do 2 levels of effort. That's
Okay,
my max. So
cool.
I'm gonna put my max.
You're gonna put your max 2 levels of effort in.
Yes.
What are you doing? You get
I'm
one
not.
so far.
I
Nothing?
assume Pine is just
For
running.
speed,
Cool.
or is this might?
You could smite. Mid-smite.
Okay.
And so
Okay.
I'm only going to use my passive speed
Cool.
defense because
Alright,
that's
so,
just reactions.
add 3 to whatever you roll, and we're gonna do a roll-off.
That's
This is like every fight in Point Break happening.
I just watched that movie for the first time like 2-3 weeks ago.
natural 20. Natural 20. Natural 20.
I just want to know what you got, out of curiosity.
I'm sorry. I didn't. I got
Hey,
really excited.
yeah.
I got really excited.
Okay.
See?
I didn't mean to yell at you and flex in your general direction. I'm sorry.
Happens. Bros.
I got really proud, and I'm like,
So
Who wants to
Toxic
describe this
masculinity.
for me?
I let up on Pine and had this and Pine like shoots up and starts bolting.
And you're like, oh
and
no, I've
I'm
made a
like,
mistake.
oh no, and then
out of nowhere.
Jade sees Dale out of nowhere, and she's like, oh no, Dale, and then Dale hits, and it's like,
Arcade Bro out of nowhere.
And you just, I think there's no grace or dignity to this. It's just your whole body into Pine's whole body, and the two of you go tumbling and like sprawl like a good distance away in the sand on your back,
I
but
broke
like
your guard.
lying next to each other like true bros.
Is there any way I could actually pin him down so I
Yeah,
can
you're
talk
on top
to
of
him?
Pine.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, like, let's be real.
like-
Pine just go like poof.
Yeah. But you have to listen to him.
No,
because
no,
his
I-
face is in your face.
No, I understand.
Yeah. There you go. Sorry, but I did. I got too excited and I flexed too much.
It's totally cool. Don't forget that you don't have to spend those points of effort because you got a 20.
You get it back because you got a natural 20. Good memory.
Yay, because
Yeah.
my might
Pine
is very,
takes an
very
additional
bad.
7 points of damage.
and at this point, like, you should have. Jade's just like, oh my god, Dale.
Listen to me, Pine. Pine, remember how I am your new buddy. Look, I listen.
Old buddy.
I listen to his thoughts. You can't read. He said. I put on PCP that I was writing it on. I said he knew Jade. He ditched your friend, whatever her name is. No, and he doesn't like. He's twisted in the head. You know how I lied. He's on a whole different level. The voice is in his head. Did you not see my face? I was reading it.
Like,
Pine.
on top of
No,
you
no,
while
no.
he's doing
See, he knew who Jade was. He knew all of this. He actually lied. He said that he cannot fix your home world. He can't. He's been lying to you. Just be shaking it.
It said yes. The die agrees.
He's been lying to you. I'm sorry he's been lied to. I'm just gonna keep shaking him because I don't know how else to get to. Pie, please, come on. I don't know how else to do this. Words are hard. I'll get off of him. Fine. I'm sorry. I know lies. I know deceit. And I've been learning how to be friends. You're like the first friend I've actually had. I've been discovering lies myself, even in my family. Pine. You want to know a truth?
You do know truths. You are a seeker of
I
them.
just found out I'm not from Earth. And if I can tell you that truth, I'm not lying about him. I read his mind. He's just as bad as Anthony.
If he is not truth, and he is not a sage, what am I now? A breaker of the oath that I made?
No.
A broken arrow?
No, Pine.
A spear with no shaft? A hard point to turn on others?
You said you were looking for somebody who was intelligent and who can find out things and who needed protection. You're my protector. How many times have you saved my life?
We do not have enough fingers to count.
So don't say you don't have a purpose. Your purpose is being my friend. And you're gonna help me find them, right? You promised.
Yes, I did. And you will help me with Sensu?
Bro.
You leave them sitting awkwardly in the sand.
I think
and-
Pine stays on the sand.
Yeah,
and
it's just like
does not look at the sage. I think eventually the water comes up and like
Yeah.
he's in the water, not moving.
Sure, good.
so. The hunter. He is like restraining Rowan.
Apologies, our companion was under
Aggressive,
a different impression about.
but a fine warrior, that one. He must have been trained in a mighty kingdom. Would you like to know?
I want to use my trained in all social interactions to get a good read on this hunter.
Yeah.
Are they a bounty hunter, or are they a bounty hunter for someone else, disguising as? Are they like? Is the story a real thing, or is that just a story?
Yeah, it's just a story.
Um,
What'd you get?
So 17 plus all the stuff for social interactions and my understanding.
He's very much forthright. Like he is, seems quite honest. He doesn't seem to be lying, but he's definitely working for someone else. Like this is not he is not seeking revenge. He is arresting or getting Rowan for someone else.
Gotcha. They have no stakes in this besides, here's your job.
No, this is important to them.
Oh.
Yeah, no,
high
it's not
stakes.
just a job, but like they are definitely doing it for someone else too.
Okay.
He should be taken back for justice.
Once he gets done tying him up and on, I'll just release the
Drops it. Thank you for your assistance in this matter. Perhaps you should come back. The king and queen may be able to offer you a reward of some kind.
I mean, are you also needing witnesses?
Perhaps. I imagine he will have a trial, and like Rowan is very sullen at this point. He's just sort of like, I guess this is where I am now. I have been in worse. like sort of kind of attitude seems to be emanating from him. The hunter, he's like, yes. Others will know more of the legal proceedings that he may face. Perhaps we will simply behead him.
Perhaps you should not.
Good night. Why say you this?
I think Pine slowly stands up. He is drenched. Just
Covered in
dripping.
sand and
Yeah.
water.
He does not look like a presentable knight should. His face doesn't have the joy that it used to have. It doesn't have that hope. His name was the name of hope in our kingdom. To hear his death would shatter their dreams. Please. My oath is still to him. I do not wish him to die. I will not follow. I trust you much like myself. We have similar bonds. We have similar obligations. Understand mine.
Perhaps you should come with us to hear of the lies and deceit that he sowed in Astoria, the destruction he brought upon us.
Actually, I think one of us or any of us should go because the state will want to know what happened to Rome. Excuse me, Rowan.
You are welcome. The king and queen are gracious hosts.
Thank you. Can you tell me 3 unique things about Astoria?
To travel there, I can
Precisely.
simply travel with you. Yes.
Take us there
Sure.
right now?
Yeah, he can also
Okay.
do the translation. He's been there.
Okay.
And excellent. So you all agree to go. Do you ask him anything else?
I want to make a roll about
Yeah.
Paradiso.
Sure.
Or this can roll over from my earlier roll. I'll let you decide. If we travel to a different recursion from this recursion, does our pay time off still eat away?
No.
After the,
For what you know, it's every time you enter, there's a specific amount of time that you're allowed to be there for.
gotcha. I got
Like-
a wedding to plan, and I need that time off.
Oh, okay.
Well, are you gonna plan to?
A lot of recurses do that.
Is that too cliche?
Nah, it's still really nice.
We'll go to Legoland.
It's I'm sorry.
The
was that-
recursion.
You said there was an island? And yeah, it's this big in Italy, made of Lego.
I made it with the kids.
Oh.
It's our little recursion.
Aww. And then Frank is coughs up a Lego brick.
He does that.
It's what you do
Hey,
when
just
you're
3 it up.
You gotta play with Duplo.
Yeah.
All right.
So you, in this case, he's leading the translation. But yeah, he'll also give you 3 specific facts if you would like.
And Non just wants them so that she can.
Yeah. I mean, once you've been there, you don't need them. You can always go to recursion. if
Oh
you think
yeah. Never mind.
And actually, you're like, I think I remember Astoria. You don't really
Yeah.
know for sure, but you're
Might have
like,
been there.
it sounds familiar.
It's
The
probably
name's-
just
the
one of
name's
those generic. I mean, there's a lot of recursions. It's like they all look the same.
And so the process begins. Oh, and I think at some point he's like, it has been quite rude to me. I am the royal huntsman, the king and queen of Astoria.
I am Anan Nisi.
Pleasure, and he will greet each of you. Does Oz do what?
Huh? Oh, I was looking over there. I just have glasses on.
I think Pine Knight introduces himself, and he at the end emphasizes oath to kind of words are hard right now for me. Sworn to the sage's life.
With that, you all begin the translation, and your vision clears, and it was cloudy in it, and it eventually returns as you find yourself in a beautiful hall. This is a throne room, a vaulted ceiling, stone pillars. We're not going to be here very long.
Okay.
we got a couple of quick narrative things, and then we'll drop in, like you see like kind of the carpet leading up to the throne, where there is a lord and a lady, a king and a queen seated there, crowns upon their head. The woman, she has sort of long black braided hair, black skin. She is sort of in her mid 40s, you would imagine. The king, he is beautifully manicured beard. I don't know why I say manicured for beard, but perfectly coiffed beard.
Wait, no,
like
coiffed
that.
is dwarfs.
Brown
They like
skin,
dream. they
curly,
coiff,
kind of a reddish brown sort of hair. And the two of them, the huntsman kind of leads you all in, and like you get closer and closer, and you're like, "Hey, something familiar about this." They're really familiar. Oh no! Oh no! And the king at one point, he just looks at you, and like they look at you, and they're like, "Welcome back, my huntsman." Like, thank you. And he's like, "I have brought Rowan Wise to face trial and judgment." And he sort of like pushes Rowan forward, and Rowan's like, "It's good to see you again, Your Majesty." And the king is very clearly kind of ignoring what's happening, and he just looks up at you. Jade Atwood.
I'll show myself out. And she just like turns around and walks out.
Out the door. Jade walks away. The king and queen, they sort of like, the king pauses and like looks at the queen and then just sort of gets very quiet for a minute and kind of sits back in his throne. And the queen is like, "Welcome, travelers, huntsmen. Thank you for bringing this traitor back to face punishment for his crimes. The trial will begin shortly." I think that's where we're gonna wrap today's episode.
You a homewrecker.
I think as like he's walking out. Yeah. So as like Jade's walking out, like
Do we
non
just,
mix
like,
eyeliner,
yeah.
and just like don't even. I'll be outside the door.
Not judging.
That's where we're at.
Yeah.
Every day I'm suffering.
Oh, we didn't even get to the next part, but it's good.
Can we do next time on Worlds Beyond?
And
just
have
say
voice.
say 3 lines you think that we're gonna say as PCs.
Oh, that you're all gonna
Yeah.
say?
Yeah, 3
Oh,
lines.
and then we have to
Yes.
say them in the next show.
Um,
Oh.
So that's the worst.
and one false reveal.
One, no, that's mean. I don't want to do that because then I'm gonna like the thing that I fake reveal.
Then I'll do it.
I think okay, let's do a little hint. We see
Next time.
next time we see like a courtroom objection. Sustained.
Surprise witness.
Surprise witness.
It's Cetus.
There's just a montage of Jade carrying 2 buckets of water up these
a
like
hill.
stone steps.
We also see like a cave with smoke curling out from the exit, and we hear just the line, "I didn't know that we would end up with a bad princess." And that's next time on Worlds Beyond.
The best one.
Yeah.
No one in rulebook does it says a dog can't be king. In our kingdom rulebook.
How to be king? It's a scroll. It doesn't say you
Say
can't
you
be
can't
a
be a
dog. See, this is just like
Lion King.
With a crown, but it's like too big for his head, so it's just
like,
oh, it's a
looks
crown
like
of
a collar. Crown of shame.
The crown of shame.
Deals with dragons. That's how you get bad princesses.
This is a fact we all know.
Yeah.
I had fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm so glad you rolled that 20.
I know, but I gotta
That's
be careful
so
because that's how, like, even in, like, I almost lost this eye because I got too excited because I thought I broke a world record and I got excited and I forgot there was something behind me, so I ran full face into, like, a head of a nail.
Is this in real life?
Yeah, it was actually recorded on stream.
Why do you live in a Home Alone house?
I don't. It was just the prize. Well, I made a prize wheel before I changed it to safer pegs that doesn't
Good call.
stab me.
Good call. I like this.
We're glad that you're taking
Yeah.
care of
Yeah,
yourself.
that was the thing. It actually, yeah. I've got to remember not to get too
Hey.
excited and flex.
It was. I understand.
I do
I understand the want.
I was like, and even that one I flexed and then ran into something. That's the MO.
I
Keep being on the
appreciate your
show.
Stop flexing and running. It's not good for you.
Keep being on the show.
We just need to have more padded things.
Yeah, every there's a lot of acoustic foam around here, so we are safe. No messages to read out, but so we will go ahead and do our sign-offs. A reminder, this Saturday we have Night Witches at 3 p.m. Pacific time, so come check that out. It's a wonderful cast. Possibly also Feelings in Trouble, I think is the alternate tagline for that show.
Yeah.
As it is here as well. I'll have everybody sign off, tell us where they can be. Huh?
There's also probably going to be a thing Monday evening, so stay tuned on that.
That's right. I think I know what that thing is. Stay tuned. We will update you on the Twitters with special fun times happening here in this awesome magic space. So I'll have everyone let us know where they can be found. In the meantime, let's start with the person who had their entire worldview shattered.
Hi, I'm Jagged Ash. JAKIDASH. Find me on Twitch and Twitter. I watch anime sometimes, and I play video games on Monday, Friday. And I was playing Pine Knight, whose life is meaningless. Yeah.
Oh, no, you're my friend.
No, that's right, friendship.
Friendship. Yes. Oh, hey, I'm Bonsai Baby on Twitch, Bonsai Baby on Instagram and Twitter. You can follow me on all the social medias. Currently, I'm making a Super Mario Samurai suit. So if you want to come and watch that, and also Saturdays we do fun building projects for you and your kids. If you have kids or young ones, you want to learn how to build simple things, mostly projectiles, because projectiles are fun. You can come hang out with me Saturday mornings before Night Witches.
Oh.
So if you want to,
Synergy.
yeah. So if you want to go ahead and check us out there, This one.
I'm Janine. I am at Admiral Asma on Twitters. I'll be probably asking on Twitter. I'm curious what kind of arm I should get, folks. I'm really open to arm suggestions for Jade. But yeah, I will be. If you're in Seattle, I'll be at Emerald City Con next weekend. Hopefully see you there.
Yeah. Star Trek show, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's real good. You should go see
Yeah.
it if you're at Comic Con.
Yeah. It's
I've
fun.
definitely seen
Wait,
it
what
twice
day?
in theaters.
Sunday.
Yay, I'm actually going to that one. I'm going.
Oh, hello. I'm Shell Game. You can find me mostly on Twitter. You can also find me performing on Thursdays and some Friday and Saturdays at Unexpected Productions. You can also catch me on Night Witches this weekend because there are some things to unpack after a year of nothing of transferring to new duty stations. We're figuring out what happened, and some of it's. I was
Not
about to say good, but like I don't know if you could use that word to describe some of it.
Hey, what's up? I'm Nathan Kiss. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch under What Is Kiss. You can also find me here and at GeekSpaceTV and also with Zombie Orpheus Entertainment. Or you can just watch me play tabletop games with my POC group and our current campaign, where it's a group of travelers that are going through a post-apocalyptic Washington, but there's no white people. They all went gone. They all went bye-bye. We don't know where they are. We got to figure out where they went. And our new series, White Flight. So you can check that out.
Do we? I mean,
We'll figure it out.
Here is another donation from the dog that would be king.
Yay!
By their majesty's royal decree.
Oh.
oh.
Oh, see,
That's surprising.
You know, we have
And
good
I
policies.
have been your GM Random Tuesday. You can find me all over the internet at Random Tuesday. And yeah, come join us for Night Witches on Saturday. We'll see you next time. Have an amazing day, night cycle.